It feels a little spring-like here in Calgary. Temperature today around +2, but tomorrow the forecast is -12 and snow. We're at the Saddle Dome for this year's Brier. This morning's third draw. 3 games on the ice, and let's start with Mark Keane from Ontario, from Fenelon Falls, as he plays Jean-Michel Menard and the former champions out of Quebec. Look at this, through the hole in the third. Quiet tap on that stoneback 8-foot to score 3, and Ontario would go on to win it 9-8, your final. Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs against Kevin Gushue in Alberta, and in the 9th they break it open as the Olympic gold medalist from Sochi will score 3. He wins it 9-5, and that hands Alberta a second straight loss. And Brad Gushue, Newfoundland and Labrador against Team Canada, and John Morris. After Morris, with his last rock and an extra end, just failed to tuck his stone in, that quiet tap will score 2 more, and the fist goes up, and Gushue wins his second and hands Team Canada and Morris their first loss. So we have at the top of the table early, after just 3 draws, Northern Ontario, and Newfoundland Labrador. And at the bottom, who would have ever thought you'd see Alberta and Manitoba still winless? And on this Sunday afternoon, you're going to have your choice again. First time ever multi-sheet coverage from here at the Brier. On TSN1, you'll be able to watch Newfoundland Labrador against Northwest Territories. That's with Brian and David. And we'll have Northern Ontario against BC on TSN4. All from the Brier here in Calgary.
The Brier title has eluded Brad Gushue, but that doesn't mean his Ballyhaley Country Club team from Newfoundland Labrador won't be one to contend with. Will the 12th time be the charm in Calgary for Team Gushue? Meantime, 9-time Brier veteran Jamie Gushue leads his Northwest Territories squad in hopes of a national championship. A win eluded Gushue yesterday, losing 6-5 to New Brunswick. Gushue and company will try to bounce back in Draw 4 action today. It is day 2 of the Tim Hortons Brier here in Calgary, Alberta. Our feature matchup is Newfoundland and Labrador taking on the Northwest Territories. Hi again, welcome inside the Saddle Dome. Brad Mudryk joined by Dave Nedwin and Brad Gushue. He's been here now 12 times. One thing on his resume he still wants to fulfill is to win a Brier title. You were privileged enough to win 4. Pretty crazy. In his time at the Brier, he's only finished below 500 once, lost a final once. Has Mark Nichols back in the fold? Is this maybe his year, Dave?
Well, it could be, and the one thing Brad Gushue is doing is he's being Brad Gushue. He's playing amazing. But what we did talk about off the top of the event was that Mark Nichols and Brad Gushue needed to get that chemistry they had in 2006 to win this event. Mark Nichols has not hit stride yet, so if Brad can get him going, they're going to be very dangerous.
They lost the final to Glenn Howard back in 2008. He'd love to be back in the final here in Calgary. Meantime, for Jamie Gushue, his 7th consecutive appearance at the Brier. The guy can make the playoffs. He lost that bronze medal back in 2012. Does he have what it takes to knock off some of these bigger teams?
Well, yeah, definitely Jamie does. We know what he can do. He carried his team into the playoffs in 2012, but he needs some team support. Right now, statistically, they're sitting at the bottom of the pack. He's going to need to get them going. What I would do is attack Gushue early, see if he can get some confidence, a few breaks, and see what happens from there.
Game Plan brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures. So you're all set. Day 2 of the Tim Hortons Brier from right here in Calgary at the Saddle Dome. First rock coming up.
We feel really good. We've had a good year. We've won 2 Grand Slams, won a World Curling event, and we've been playing well. And I think this could be our year if we put it all together. I think this is probably the most confident we've ever been coming into a Brier.
Anytime you're at the Brier, you're playing in the big stadium like the Saddle Dome in a big city like Calgary, it's great. It's a good venue for people to come down from the north, so we're just super excited to be back.
2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. And by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier here in Calgary. You have a choice on TSN. On TSN 1 it is Newfoundland and Labrador taking on the Territories and Jamie Cooey. On TSN 4 it's the Olympic gold medalist from Sochi, Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs taking on Jim Cotter and Team BC. It is time to meet the teams. It's brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Brad Gushue, skip of Team Newfoundland and Labrador. At lead is Jeff Walker, second, Brett Gallant, third, Mark Nichols, and we curl out of the Valley Haley Golf and Curling Club in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Hi, I'm Jamie Cooey, skip of Team Northwest Territories. Our lead is Robert Borden, our second is Brad Shirakowski, our third is Mark Whitehead, and we curl out of the Yellowknife Curling Center.
So it is a battle of Brier veterans, a pair of guys who have been here many times before. They're your rock colors. It was Jamie Cooey and the team from the Yellowknife Curling Club winning the draw to the button. So they have the hammer. They also have the yellow stones. It is Team Newfoundland and Labrador with the red stones. And their lead is Jeff Walker.
And I know the hammer in the first end is relatively a small item, considering especially with 10-end games. But one of the things we did point out at the start was that Jamie Cooey needs to get out to a good start and hopefully push Brad Gushue early. Maybe with the hammer they can set up an early deuce and start to gain some confidence.
Real light, hard, hard. Hard. Hard, guys. Gotta go. Go, 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 go.
It's pretty incredible. Brad Gushue, his 12th appearance at the Brier. It's Cooey's 7th consecutive appearance. He's been here 9 times overall. Dave, you've been to many. Does it ever get old? Does it get boring? Is it always that same adrenaline pumping when you start an event?
Yeah, it was for us, for sure. Anytime you get into a building like this where there's, big crowds and you're on fantastic ice and representing your province, you're always excited. So I don't think these guys would ever take this for granted. And I know that Jamie getting to the playoffs and into the bronze medal game was certainly one of those things that would continue to motivate him to say, we can go one step past that.
Go hard line. Hard. Just hard. Outside, outside. Hard, guys. Go, go, go. Keep going, Brad. Go, 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 go. Good weight.
Okay, this side may be a little slower.
And you're right, there is a lot of Brier experience here. The two teams combined have 50 Brier appearances between the 8 players.
Top 12. Go then. Line's fine.
Yeah.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
One thing you talked about the Territories, obviously you want to get in those games and get in that competition. Jamie Cooey saying before the event started, they've only got in about 20 games, competitive games so far this year. To compensate for that, they try to play each other in practices and simulate game competition to try to get ready for the big show.
Yeah, and that's the biggest challenge for sure for Jamie and his team is getting quality games in. And on ice that's going to be simulated like this. For Brad Gushue, even though in Newfoundland they don't have quite the quantity of top-level curlers there either, he does travel across the country and gets a chance to play in the Grand Slams on ice that's very similar to this.
Wait only.
Wait only, guys.
Wait only.
Fourth.
Line's good. Four. Whoa. Go, go. 3. Get it in. Come on, boys. Good.
Well, your game plan off the top was for Jamie to have Roxon play and maybe go at Brad early, and certainly we've seen a few times so far early on in the competition, teams like to come out, run him up and down, maybe blank the first stand, but we have Roxon play here early on.
Yeah, Jamie's never been a conservative curler to begin with, so I didn't really expect him to come out and try and blank the first stand or first couple ends. But it is really important to make sure that you also don't give up a steal early in the game and give Gushue that confidence.
Oh, it looks really heavy.
Yeah.
Back 4. No.
It's heavy.
It's got more than that, Jeff. Yeah, it does. Back 12.
And the middle part of Team Gushue is where they have struggled so far with Gallant and Nichols. Probably not playing up to where they expected to be at this point.
All right.
Newfoundland and Labrador just coming off the ice. They were playing this morning. Very entertaining game against John Morrison, Team Canada. John actually was very close on his final stone and 10. A very tough run back. Nearly got the 2, forced an extra, and it was indeed Brad Gushue pulling out the victory to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, backline plus. Backline plus. Real hard. 11. Real hard.
And right out of his hand, Brad Shurakowski, they're on it quick for him.
Roll it. Whoa. Whoa.
Just got that one going.
Hey, Brad.
It's one thing you can't do on this ice with this much curl is if you're soft on the release and not positive out to the broom, it will curl really fast.
And when you say soft, Dave, are you just implying rotation of the stone, how you let it go?
Well, rotation is part of it for sure, but it's more about how you release it at the broom. If you just let it go very gently, it can often take a path where it starts to curl right away. If you give it a little positive motion outwards towards the broom, it'll make sure it holds that line truer to begin with before it starts curling.
Yep. Maybe a little quiet.
Hard. Quiet.
Real hard. Really got to go hard, guys. Hard. All the way hard. Hard. Really, really hard.
Nichols Walker now getting a workout early on. They'll move some granite, top of the house, and the 1 red goes.
Hard. All the way hard. Hard. Really, really hard. Gee. Come on.
Certainly not the start that Brett was looking for.
I think so, yeah. Be pretty quick.
I know it's early on in the event, only day 2, Dave, and obviously you were a 4th rock thrower for your team. Did a little bit of sweeping, but
We're locked.
can you give the viewers at home maybe a sense after day 7 or day 8 how grueling and tiring it can be on that front end and all the sweeping and the brushing that needs to be done?
Yeah, especially when the ice is this fast, too. I know it doesn't sound like a big difference, but an extra 2 seconds of sweeping or 3 seconds of sweeping on ice that's so fast like this, it does wear you out. You know, in a game or in a day where you play 2 games, you're physically exhausted by the end of it. You do that for 9 days, and it's a grueling week.
Normal.
Very nice shot by Yukon.
buried.
Oh, Northwest Territories, my mistake.
Don't move. Okay. Right on the nose with normal.
Which is a great segue, technically, for the new format this year, of course, Dave. So
That's why I did that.
yeah, thank you. So Team Canada obviously here for the very first time, and there was the pre-competition. And it was Nova Scotia, PEI, and as you mentioned, Yukon battling for the final spot in the big show, and it was PEI coming through to qualify.
No. 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 Fall through, Jeff. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, and they sure had to play well
Good shot,
in
Mark.
that final
Good
game
work,
against
Mark.
Yukon.
Beauty. That way.
Jeez, I wouldn't mind even. It's either that or
Very half.
is that one in? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Well, the decision is to move those red rocks that are right near the center line out of play because they are the danger rocks and the ones that Brad could use later, or to try and come around and force the issue some more.
Might be a tad light. 4, 3, 4, 4, 5, 4. Yep. 5, 5, 5.
And the numbers they're yelling,
Go!
Dave, that's
Go!
just where they figure the rock will stop in a zone.
Yeah, exactly. So the number system they're using, 3 would be top 12 foot, 4 would be top 8 foot, you know, right through to a 7, which is T-line, and then 11 is just through the house. So they were saying it was top 8 foot, top 4 foot, and they were right on.
That's what I was thinking.
I like your first call.
Okay. It's pretty thin. Like even this, Mark. Probably get them all.
Yeah.
Quarter.
Okay.
Think I'll still curl with peel here. I agree.
I made the analogy earlier today. Every Batman needs a Robin, and this guy's certainly back in the fold on the rock for Brad Gushue, Mark Nichols.
Close.
They had great chemistry for many, many years.
Yeah. Hard. Hard. Come on. Okay.
Gets 2 of them going, nearly all 3.
There's dinner, hey?
Great success, of course, back in 2006, winning that Olympic gold medal. Mark went out west and played with Jeff Stoughton for 3 years in Manitoba, and now back with Gushue. And
the first one.
It's like putting on an old shoe, so to speak, I guess. It's just that chemistry and knowing each other so well. To have him back there, I think, is real big for Brad's confidence.
It is. He knows exactly what to expect when he puts the broom down for Mark. And like I said, they need to have that chemistry in order to have a great week. And a shot like that can certainly get Mark going in the right direction in this game. He threw that really well.
Meantime, let's look at New Brunswick taking on Quebec. And a few new faces at the Brier this year.
Not curling yet.
And that also includes Team New Brunswick and Jeremy Mallet
Line's good.
out of the Thistle, St. Andrews, and St. John. And his final stone on the way as the house comes into our view. It was a draw against 2 and lovely weight from Jeremy. He has not looked like a rookie so far. He's made a number of quality shots in the games that we've seen him. So 1-0 advantage there over Quebec and Jean-Michel Menard.
Yeah. You're throwing peel, right?
Yeah, I think it'll curl.
Yeah. I don't think it'll curl a lot.
We talked about the chemistry, too, of these two, Dave, and I think storylines that are developing and that will continue to develop is you look at Team Canada and John Morris joining a brand new team. And he knows all those guys. Absolutely. Played against them for years. But it's having that combination and that chemistry again. And then you have the other Cooey, of course. Now Team Alberta, brand new team. Getting to know his teammates, and yes, they know each other from competition, but it's just getting that chemistry and that communication in the house and feeling each other out a bit.
Yeah, it is interesting stories in that those two teams, like you said, are trying to build new chemistry, whereas Brad and Mark are reuniting chemistry that they know already exists.
Brad Gushue, his first here in 1. Fangs the yellow, and behind cover he goes. Nice hit and roll, and that one is buried.
Never.
Meantime, it's PEI taking on Team Canada. We just talked about Johnny Moe on this brand new team, brand new to him anyways, as he took over Kevin Cooey's team, the champions from last year. Final stone on the way. Playing the bump, and I don't know if he moved it far enough to look at that yellow stone. It's 1 red for sure. And Pat Simmons will look it over, but Adam Casey, PEI, we just talked about them. They came in on the pre-competition and earned a spot here to the big show. We will let you know. 1 for sure, could be 2, but at least a 1-0 advantage for PEI.
Right here. Where?
Again.
6.
The last shot by Gushue was a good example of that chemistry when Brad put the broom down and said it's going to run straight. Mark knew how to address that by saying, well, Brad, I think it might curl a little bit. But you really need to know how to say that to your skip as he's going down the ice ready to throw.
There. Good shot.
And that's right on the lid there to that red stone. And not only chemistry, too, Dave. I mean, Randy Furby, who we saw here earlier today and said hello to, and he's watching the action. Just knowing releases of teammates, and you know, Randy's seen your release for years and years, and then you hook up with a guy like Kevin Martin, for example, and you and Kevin come together and learning your release, his release. Is that a bit of a work in progress at times when you join someone new?
Yeah, for sure it is. You have a good sense of what it's going to do in a certain spot, but you're right, it all depends on how the person releases it. And we all have tendencies in certain situations. So Brad actually had just thrown his out-turn peel, which he knows he always pops it a little bit and it's going to run very straight. So that's why he said on his rock it will run straight here. And, you know, obviously with that experience, Mark knows that too.
Did you have anything when you threw? Did you have a tendency? Did you just come out straight? Did you have something?
I don't know.
Made the shot?
You just, you know.
You made them all?
No, probably tendencies for me too. Same thing. Out turns were very straight for me with weight. There's no question about that. And I think that's typical for most of the top curlers.
Gotta go, wait.
Brad Gushue, his final one here in 1 without hammer. Sit on it. B shot stone. Yeah, he is. Lovely touch.
Not bad. Yeah. It's perfect. That's looking pretty good. Yeah. Like I would have said earlier, that would have been back 8. So it's only
94 on that. You're throwing like low 4.
Pocket, right? I don't mind that.
Might hit the pocket there, right?
Probably easier than that one. That one's a nose hit. For one, eh?
Yeah, I don't, because I think that one will go underneath.
You think I can get this way though? Might be close.
Be close. I still don't know.
Well, I guess if I just nut it here too, we get one.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. It's 3/4 of it. You got it? It's about half, eh?
Yep.
They could really run either guard back, but I think Jamie thinks there's a small chance that if he hits the one on the button thin enough, it may actually go over to the right and click out the other one in the 8-foot, potentially giving them 2.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. He's really playing for his one.
Tough shot, obviously. Final stone, Jamie Cooey.
Whoa!
Nothing yet. Tough little run back. Slash it in. And right over the top. So a steal of 1 for Brad Gushue in Newfoundland and Labrador. It's day 2 of the Brier here in Calgary.
44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2015 Ford F-150, the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number, well, it was trimmed down to just 2. And in the final, Colin Hodgson goes rock to rock against Saskatchewan's Stellan Myers. And the lead from Manitoba, making his first Brier appearance, comes up big when he needed to. In the final round, already in front, Hodgson would ice it, scoring a maximum 5 on the double takeout. Colin Hodgson wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on Canada's best-selling pickup, the Ford F-150.
And welcome back to Calgary, day 2 of the Brier, home of the Calgary Flames. Of course, Flames on a 7-game road trip. Trade deadline just hours away. Curling taking over Calgary this week. Our feature matchup, Newfoundland and Labrador taking on the Territories. Jamie Cooey. Tough slash for Jamie in the first. Ended up being a steal of 1 for Brad Gushue. So it is Cooey with hammer here in the second. Corner guard went up and rocks in play once again.
Yeah, decent setup for Jamie. Jeff Walker came up short in his first draw, and now there's 2 guards out front, and Northwest Territories has a chance to make a hit and roll behind.
Do you like to hit and roll, Dave? You could also use the corner, draw in.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. I don't mind the hit and roll either, as long as they stay in play.
Okay.
The big thing is you just can't roll out.
We're up.
That weight I had last time for board, way down or?
No, I was light. Yeah, it was quite a bit.
What was it?
Probably hack. Like hack. Heavy hack, maybe. Good weight. Just forward again. Clean. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Clean, a little light.
Whoa. It's not bad. Weight's okay.
Weight's fine.
No, right on the nose. Okay. It's fine. Good weight. That's good.
And to your point, Jamie could definitely draw around now if he wants, especially with this one only being the 12-foot.
Joel again.
Yeah. He'll elect to hit one more time.
Joel, Mark.
Brad Gushue last year, 6-5 record in Kamloops. Obviously disappointing by his standards.
Control up.
Yeah, he's a team
Control
that
up.
they expect to win every event they enter, and he's had a very good year.
Whoa.
Don't want to lose that shooter.
That's heavy.
Might need a lucky spin, but it's going to slide through.
Too much hopeful. Oh. Looks wider here than normal places, but.
Just updating you around the sheet this afternoon. PEI 1-0 over John Morris, Team Canada.
Probably
New
easier
Brunswick,
this
a
way.
1-0 advantage over Quebec.
It's easier this way.
Anything thicker than a third.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs
You
coming
make it
off that
off
win
ours,
this
too.
morning.
Good run,
2-0
right
on
here,
Jim
yeah.
Cotter in BC. Of course, you can watch that one live right now on TSN 4.
Yep, real hard. Really hard. Back it up, guys. Go. Hard, hard.
Brett Gallant.
Sweep. Never thought you were getting that out.
Sweep. Draw weight. You know what? If you throw what you did today on its own, they could sweep the difference.
Okay.
I would say, like, to me, that one I threw down there was back 8.
Yeah, because Jeff looks like he's throwing his hard.
It's not that small.
We watched the sheet last night too,
Just,
Brian, and right now Brad
Brett was saying that
and Mark are talking about the weight difference on this sheet compared to the other ones. It could be just a little bit slower.
So,
Meantime, this Brad going around that red stone.
Starting to go a bit. There it goes. There it goes. Not deep.
Brad Churakowski, second stones.
Gotta go.
Hard to get a piece. Hard to get a piece round.
Gotta go. Get half. Go, 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 go. Drop.
Yeah.
Here? Normal weight. Or...
I think I like the out.
Yeah.
Just a short run back for Mark, but it'll still leave a guard up front for Jamie to go around if he wants.
Hard! Hard! Hard, guys! Really gotta go hard! Whoa! 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. It's just light, eh? Yeah.
Gives Jamie now a chance to split the rings. Coy made an interesting comment, too. Obviously, he's been here many times as we look at the replay, and they'll just miss it. He said that it took him about his 5th or 6th Brier, Dave, and he finally started to feel the nerves left, and he felt more confident. And to me, that's really telling of his entire experience. You know, you play in the big buildings and TV games, and you look up and you see yourself in the Jumbotron at times, and it might catch you off guard. Kind of a telling statement.
Yeah, I think anytime you put on a jacket, whether it represents your province or territory or country, there's a lot of pride in that. And, you know, even if it's one of the years where Jamie wasn't contending for a playoff spot, you want to do your very best for your teammates, your family, your friends, your club.
Over the top.
So, you know, there is a lot of nerves, even if you've been there before.
Okay. Throw it real hard. Okay.
Throw it really hard, says Brad, and this guy can do it, Mark Nichols. Now, throwing the in turn, will you get more action than the out turn if you decided to throw that turn?
You'll get a flatter roll. So even if they don't make the double, they want to get right over close to the other yellow one.
Might still have the double. Move it out. What a shot from Mark Nichols.
I think so. It did. Okay.
That weapon of big weight, it's something else.
Easy. Ooh.
He's so good at the hard weight, at the up weight. I think that's why Brad was a little bit surprised on the first run back of Mark's that he threw it a little softer.
Nice control.
Solid.
Solid.
Yep.
Normal.
Yep.
Whoa.
Normal. Hard, guys. Wait. Yep.
No, this is fine.
There's a look at Sheet D, Northern Ontario taking on British Columbia. It was Brad Jacobs taking 2 in the first end. As we check out the house, appears to be a draw for 2 here for Jim Cotter. Just needs to bite a little bit of the white, find the 8-foot, and he should have his pair. Jim's such a great rock thrower. He played, of course, with John Morris last year. And this team made it all the way to the final, losing in that final.
Tighter line, go hard. Go hard, guys.
His front end with the push, now pushing hard. Got to find that 8-foot. Really got to dig in now. Full 12, bite the white, and he does indeed have enough. So there is 2 for Jim Carter, and they'll tie that up at 2. Last night went to an extra end as well and had to make a big-time shot to get the win against Alberta, with the fans in here going, Carter, which can be a little unnerving, I'm sure. Remember a few years back in Edmonton, same thing with Jeff Stoughton, big-time pressure shot, and you have 15,000 fans screaming your name. I don't think that's something a lot of these players are used to.
No, but it's something that we're seeing a little bit more. And I mean, the one thing we do want to do is encourage fans to be in the building and be noisy and cheer and have fun. So it's definitely becoming a little bit more of a game and something you do need to get used to.
Hard! Hard, guys! Come on, guys!
Jamie Cooey gets enough. He'll lose the shooter.
It's okay.
I do think there's that fine line between being loud and having a good time and still being respectful to the player throwing. But, you know, what you do get used to is, especially when you're playing out here when there's 4 sheets going on, somebody might make a good shot right next to you and the crowd could erupt, and you've got to be able to obviously play through that.
I think one really interesting thing now that the Olympics is just bigger than life and massive and so exciting for these guys. You could talk to Brad Gushue, who won Olympic gold for Canada in 2006, obviously in Italy. I think maybe 100 or 200 fans in the house watching.
What do you think, guys?
And then you talk to John Morris and his teammates that won Olympic gold in Vancouver as a broadcaster. I know we were there watching. Dave, it was an absolute gong show, whether it was 9 a.m. or 6 at night. No matter who was on the ice, people doing the wave. You got a lot of non-curling fans coming to watch because it's the Olympics and there's excitement and pride for your country. You literally could not hear yourself think in the building at times. I couldn't imagine what it was like for the players out there.
Yeah, it's great to fill a building full of sports fans, not just curling fans.
So after that miss, an opportunity now for Brad Gushue to use his own corner guard and come around and try put the force here on Jamie.
Line's good. Back 4.
Whoa, whoa!
Whoa.
Let it curl.
Behind T, I think.
Just behind T. Clean.
Line's great.
Oh, let it curl.
Back.
Clean.
No, just
Clean it.
as long as we're not through, we're good.
As long as it's not through, yeah.
As long as we're not through, we're good.
Whoa, whoa, you're good, Mark. You're good. Good. Wait.
We talked about how good this field is too, Dave. It's not often that you can have 3 of the last gold medalists for Canada all at the same event. You have 2006, you have 2010, and you have, of course, Brad Jacobs and his team. It's unbelievable, the depth and the competition in this field this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at Brad Gushue, he's not an old guy by any means, and he won in 2006. That was a very young team to win the Olympic gold medal for curling at that time.
Minus the guy we affectionately call the fossil, Russ Howard, who they picked up to help out.
All you.
He was a big part of that team.
Absolutely,
All
he
you.
was.
All you.
Final stone on the way here from Jamie Cooey. Just needs the 8 foot for a single.
Make sure. Make sure, boys. Nice judge.
And he'll do better than that as he will find the button for a single. So they trade ones early on here in Calgary. We're all tied up after 2. Update time here in Calgary at the Brier. Let's check in on New Brunswick and Team Quebec. And you see 2 red stones in there belonging to New Brunswick. Final stone is Jean-Michel Menard playing a double and an opportunity here, Dave, for 2.
Yeah, this is the type of shot that Jean-Michel was making when he won the Brier. If he's going to be around at the end of the week, he's got to make these for sure.
Bang.
Great shot.
Bang. There's 2. Nice shot from the 2006 Brier champ. 2-1 advantage after 2 for Team Quebec. Obviously still very early here at the Tim Hortons Brier in Calgary, but a check-in on the standings, and the thing that stands out to me early on, Manitoba 0-2 and Team Alberta 0-2. And even Quebec, Jean-Michel is such a great team. And I think the one thing that we talked about, such a strong field that a lot of great teams, Dave, this week will finish with poor round-robin records.
There's going to be some disappointed curlers at the end of this week because there's not many teams that don't feel like they have a chance to make the playoffs, and the reality is only 4 will. But one thing I think we will see is a lot of shuffling with that leaderboard.
1-1 in our feature matchup between Newfoundland and Labrador and the Territories. A draw for 1 by Jamie Cooey in the second has us all locked up. Brad Gushue with hammer here in 3.
So, Robbie.
Same shot.
Top 8.
Line's fine. Hard then. Line's fine, guys. Line's good.
Top 8.
Yep.
Great call by Brad. He's not going to worry about the Northwest Territory rock that's in the 4-foot. He's actually going to use it to his advantage.
Corner, guys. Go bounce. Hart. Whoa, stand for line. Can't. Yep, come on. Go, go, go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa now, whoa now, whoa now, whoa now.
Nice shot.
Good. It's a beauty.
Pretty good.
Locked on and shot stone.
Yep.
Red.
But there.
Should be same as practice.
85-90.
A little less, I think.
4-5.
Line should be okay. Line's fine. Where?
4.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Wait. There, you got it.
Great.
Get it off that guard. Go. Cannot stagger these. Yeah.
Updates continue here in Calgary. Let's check in on PEI and Team Canada. Team Canada playing the Yellow Stones. It is PEI. Adam Casey, though, lying 2. Final stone on the way from John Morris, playing a little tap here to try pick up a single.
Whoa. You heavy? Whoa. Whoa.
Nolan Thiessen on the left, Carter Rycroft on the right.
Okay, whoa then. Whoa. You're less than
Just
that.
walking it in, little tap. They got to get full 4, maybe button, tap it up, and it's enough. So John Morris, Team Canada, pick up a single.
Yeah, that's not an easy shot either.
2-1.
Well, Casey had a great chance to win his game last night. Ended up just on the wrong side of it, but he's been playing well coming through the relegation round and winning a couple games there. And now, obviously, you can see he's having a great game against Team Canada.
Just through.
Back line.
Enough to kill it.
What weight?
Hack. Enough to kill it.
Enough to kill it. Yeah. Through.
Jamie Cooey said that their goal, obviously, this time around coming to Calgary was to try and make the playoffs. He did admit that a few years ago when they did get into that Final 4, they got hot at the right time. Admits they have to play over their heads this week to make the playoffs.
Well, these guys have all been here a number of times. I think the one thing they need to do is make sure that they pick up on the ice in terms of how to release the stones. They're calling the right shots. They know what they need to do, but they need to pick up on the curl and just releasing the stones to make the shots.
And maybe bump that a little. It's not bad either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, play this shot. If it over curls.
Yep. Just T-line.
Same weight?
T-line. Yeah, same weight. Yeah, same weight. There you go.
If Brad can move the red rock on the center line back about 3 or 4 inches, he's going to have Cooey in a lot of trouble.
Pretty similar weight.
Oh, we're there.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, then.
T-line.
No. Back
No line. T-line.
No, never.
T-line.
Curling. No, never. Never. No. Leave it.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Pretty good. It's a good shot. Probably could have had you on, but when you were saying back 4, I didn't want to bump it. Pretty good, Brett.
Not bad.
Saturday, you run that into here.
Give us anything, though? It hits the outside one, and then they just jam.
Big.
Then I got to hit it.
Big.
Ever just tried drawing to the pocket there at all, Dave? Just coming to that red stone?
No, they need to move some red stones at this point.
Big weight, Mark Whitehead. And, well, they'll almost freeze it with the redirect in.
They might have heard you.
Here? I was just thinking that. It's not bad. Yeah, even if you're in there. Just don't want to jiggle it up, that's all.
I know.
Okay, let's go right there.
But I'm thinking the same for the hit and roll.
Yeah, true. Okay, right there.
I haven't thrown a draw yet.
Like I said, it's not that much slower. Maybe 3 feet.
Dave, you always see these guys at this level. They're not only looking 1 or 2 shots ahead, but maybe 3 or 4 shots ahead. During your guys' great heyday in the early 2000s, and obviously you and Randy were great at it. Who did you look out and see that were such great strategists at being able to see these shots a few shots ahead?
Well, on our team, we were fortunate that we had 4 players that really were experienced in terms of calling the game and looking ahead. So lots of times we relied on both Scott and Marcel to point shots out and you know, really help us with the strategy too. But you know, certainly I know playing against some of the great players, you know, obviously both the Howards and Stoughton, and probably the person that I looked up to the very most when I was younger was Kerry Burtnick. I thought they were just an incredible team, and he was such a fantastic player.
Little trivia, Brier trivia. Youngest skip to ever win the Brier.
Yeah, Kerry Burtnick.
Bam.
1981, 18 years old.
You might get on full time, buddy. Keep that up.
Wonderful for us. It's not terrible.
Okay.
If we make that perfect hit and roll, he's only getting rid of 1. You could probably slam and get that 2.
I did guess a little bit of that. I might be a bit off.
What if we?
You're from Manitoba. You should know that.
Instead all the way back here, like right there.
Yeah, sure.
You like that?
Yep.
It sounded convincing.
Because if we're in there and then he noses it, it just I don't like that setup. Where if we got a bit of space.
Yeah. He's still whipping it, and he's going to try to go wiggle through.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get rid of this one and that one.
Yeah.
We're only going to have 2 in there.
2. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we got to get rid of the red too. Yeah.
I don't think we can not leave him a double. So I think right there, guys. Yeah, 4 feet.
And if I throw the same weight that I was throwing today, and you guys sweep it, you can probably make up the difference, right?
We'd probably get it in the house for sure.
I think.
If you're only going top 8, I mean, you could probably throw similar to earlier.
So T-line what I was throwing today?
Yeah. Line's good. Gotta go, Little. Go, Ben. Full 8, guys. Line's good. Not bad. Full 12. Full 12.
Yes, hard, Ben.
Meantime, update for you. Northern Ontario taking on BC, and that one you can watch live right now on TSN 4. It's the defending Olympic champs from Sochi. Brad Jacobs, his team from the Sioux, final stone on the way.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Playing the tap on that yellow in the 8-foot. Just clean at this point. There's the bump. And they'll pick up a single.
Yeah, good shot and successful end by Jim Cotter after giving up 2 in the first to come back with a deuce to tie it and then force.
So a 1-point game, and of course you can watch that one live right now on TSN 4.
Then he lays 3. There's no way that 3 goes unless we slam this, right?
No, I don't even think this goes. This probably just go to here. But then his 3 are grouped, and we got some shot, right?
So hit this one.
Yeah, so you're peeling this one over the top. Still pretty thin, right?
Okay.
Still a quarter rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, I'm not sure.
Just throw it better.
Cooey can get rid of more than 1 stone.
Yeah.
Some meat.
Throw it better and hit that top one on a quarter and set something up for JK.
Okay.
I'll just throw it a little better.
Hey?
I'll just throw it a little bit better.
So big weight here from the lefty, Mark Whitehead.
Yep. Hard, gotta go. Hard, guys, go.
Bang the red, rattled him around. Gets a few going.
Better.
Yeah, a hair thinner, he might have got rid of the top one too, but that was pretty tough.
Better.
Yeah. So we can hit now.
Yeah.
I guess that back one went easy.
Yeah.
I think so. I haven't seen. What kind of weight am I throwing here, Brad?
I think it'll be a nice grab. Oh, I'm looking for board. Because even, Mark, even this is not terrible.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is that even though Gushue's sitting to hit 4 right now, they're really looking at making sure they score a deuce this end. They know that Kui's going to make 1 or 2 doubles, but a deuce would be a successful end.
Big board. Oh, no.
Quite big.
Oh, never, never.
Watch the other one.
Never.
Some separation.
I think leave it. I think leave it. Okay.
Interesting. How many can you get here now, Dave?
Well, there's a few different angles there. So they're looking at potentially getting 3 of them.
I think that 6 will go for sure.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Well, they think all 4 potentially.
Should float.
The middle red one is the one that I'm not sure will go so easy.
Okay.
It's just a hair, really a hair high, right?
Yeah.
3/4 or.
Right where your broom is, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna fall with the weight I'm gonna throw, eh?
Yeah.
Kind of off nose, 3/4 of it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
What does your gut tell you, Dave? Do they all go?
Firm feel?
If he hits it right, I think they do.
Big feel.
Okay.
So the one he's hitting is actually going to end up kind of wiggling through the hole and taking the other red one in the 8-foot out.
Here comes a rocket from Jamie Cooey.
Whoa!
Bang him around and he'll get 2.
Get it out!
Or maybe not. That one may just be hanging on in the weeds out there. In the meantime, live look, Sheet C, New Brunswick taking on Quebec. Jean-Michel Menard, a 2-1 advantage over Jeremy Mallet.
Really close.
Final stone, run back is red. Catch enough?
I think
We'll
the
have a
red
look.
wiggled in. Yeah, 1 red.
Nice shot.
Yeah, it did. All right, well done. It did wiggle in there for a single. So the rookie out of New Brunswick ties it up at 2. And from that overhead, Dave, it does indeed look like it did not sneak out. I think that's a biter in the weeds.
Nose or a hair high side. Obviously, we can't take away the doubles, but try not to give him a triple.
Yeah, sure. Board weight?
I'm thinking good board. I think this will curl a bit.
Yeah,
Well,
I
now
agree.
Gushue's moved from the mindset of
Stay a hair high.
securing a deuce to looking at how we confirm we get 3.
Good board. Yep. Yes.
Brad Gushue is first here in 3.
Really gotta go hard.
A real nice end set up and a chance for a multiple score.
Right to it. Hard. Hard right to it. Hard. Good. 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 Good.
He'll bang it on the nose.
Shot.
What's that?
Might even get lucky and hit that outside one.
What's that?
Do that. You might even roll under.
Well, I gotta make this. He's still
Yeah.
a hit for 3, no?
Yeah. It's whatever one you're more comfortable with.
Well, this might go over there too, no?
Yeah.
It's gonna be close. Turn, you want to throw the out?
I like the same turn you just threw.
Okay.
Well, I think they're hoping that the rock they
I
make
like the out.
contact where first
I
will
like the
scoot
out,
over and
yeah.
get the one in the edge of the 12-foot, but I don't think so.
Get rid of those 2, I guess.
Yeah, make sure the 2.
Really nothing. Try to hit a nose with big, and that other one might go straight sideways, but probably not.
Okay.
So with his final stone here in 3, Jamie Cooey facing 4 red stones. How many can he get going? He said he wanted 2 out for sure. Bang them both. He gets the 2. And it will be a draw for 3 for Brad Gushue.
Yeah, that's all he could really do.
Obviously a frustrating end, but they seem pretty convinced that that one may get lucky and catch the one, the biter in the 12-foot, but it just didn't look like the angle was there.
Same path.
Yeah, I think it was more hopeful than anything. It's funny though, sometimes you think the angles are lined up a certain way, and even after years of playing, you get surprised once in a while.
It's amazing though, that little biter out there could have been the difference between giving up 2 and now 3, and you never know. You go down the line, we've seen some good battles and comebacks so far early on in the week. Final stone on the way here from Brad Gushue, and an open draw for 3. Just needs to find paint.
Down. Back 4. RT. Keep a brush down.
Jeff Walker, Brett Gallant. Nice easy scrub and great weight from Brad Gushue. 3 on the board. As he strikes first with a big end in our feature matchup here at the Tim Hortons Brier in Calgary, Alberta. Crave more awesome TV? Well, Crave TV has all you can watch for only $4 a month. For details, you go to cravetv.ca. And it's nice to see Brier Bear at the Brier Patch, I think, early on.
Maybe he came from the patch.
He's maybe had a couple quiet ones there and met some new friends. All right, Brier Bear, looking good. Time for a key shot here, Dave Nedewin, and you like the throw from Mark Nichols.
Yeah, I do. We talk a lot about Mark's ability for big weight shots, but positioning this draw right in the top 12, you know, in between these yellow and red ones, really left Northwest Territories with very little to shoot at for this end.
Key shot is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. So that key shot for Mark Nichols, his first in that end, helps set up that 3. And now a 4-1 advantage for Brad Gushue and Team Newfoundland Labrador. It is Jamie Cooey in the Territories now with Hammer here in 4th.
And again, Cooey got a little break with Jeff Walker coming up only to the top 12 in his draw to the 4-foot. And you can easily get around rocks in the top 12. They act as guards with this much curl in the ice.
Good shot.
And to your point, that cut around and nearly overcurled. It did on the other side.
Freeze?
Up 3, those are definitely not rocks that Brad Gushue wants in play.
So many key shots throughout the week and great shots. A lot come to mind. I'm going to put you on the spot here, Dave. If you look back, obviously the 4 Brier titles, great career. Is there a shot that stands out to you as one of your favorites of all time that you threw?
Yeah, actually there is. We played, well, there's a number, but we played the Worlds in Winnipeg in 2003. And we were playing Paul Trolson in the semifinals. And we actually needed 2 points to win that game. And Paul had just drawn to the back 4-foot, you know, threw a fantastic shot. And we were able to come around with real quiet weight and just bump it back to back 12. And it was a complete team effort, from Randy seeing that it was there to obviously delivering it. And our sweepers were absolutely perfect on the brooms to move it. With the entire crowd behind us, it was one of those moments you'll never forget.
That was always your forte, though, right? Not that high, hard one. You had that really nice soft touch in your back pocket and make those shots.
Yeah, I had a lot of confidence in that for sure. And, you know, we do talk a lot about rotation. And I didn't have as much rotation as other players. So we could use my intern at times as a weapon that certainly gave us some advantages.
Just there.
Yeah, easy.
Yep. Slow it easy.
Brad Shorokowski, second stones for this team from the Yellowknife Curling Center. And he'll just miss that one top 4.
It's in.
You gotta kind of be careful of him hitting and rolling both of them that way.
You get them kind of both going.
Yeah.
I think the smarter shot at this point is this.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I roll first, is it okay? I like it. Yeah.
I like this.
Same weight, Brett.
It's all aboard, guys?
Yeah.
Little more.
Hard.
Yep. More weight.
Clean. Hard.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Hard. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yes. Yes. Hard. Hard. Shooter.
Yep.
Hard. Sorry, Brett.
Well, a bit of an opening for
Close.
Gushue. 2 guards up front and a deep rock in the forefoot that he can freeze to.
Stay here high.
The other nice thing about where the red rocks are positioned in the house is that if Gushue can freeze one on there, the one on the right-hand side in the 8-foot, 12-foot acts as a catcher if Gushue does run the guard back.
It's better than yours.
Pretty good.
Whoa!
7.
7's too much.
Where is 7, Dave?
And 7's T-line, and the only thing they
Topping.
don't want to do is bump this.
Yep.
8, 9.
Even top 8 was fine.
Yep. Okay, we're tapping a berry. Okay.
What's going on there?
Love to throw enough that we hit the back and kind of poke it up.
It's a battle of the 2013 Brier champion from Edmonton taking on last year's finalist, BC, Jim Cotter, against Brad Jacobs, the Brier champ from a few years ago. This one live on TSN 4. And those 3 red rocks belonging to Brad Jacobs, and that means final stone here on the way from Jim Cotter, playing the quiet hit to take his 1.
Whoa. Off. Clean.
Pretty routine hit and stick for Jim. But both teams playing well and being successful in their strategies. Obviously, Northern Ontario wanting to force BC to a single point this end.
Right on the nose for Jim Cotter, playing with Ryan Kuhn, Tyrell Griffith, Rick Swatsky, and they're locked up at 3 after 4.
Gotta run everything.
We gotta clear this out now.
Can we run everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thin. Yep.
It's time to bail a little bit, get rid of some of the red granite in the rings. They've still got 2 guards up front they can use afterwards.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Mark Whitehead.
Whoa.
Bang the Reds, get them all 3. What a shot from Mark. Had trouble with his peel weight last end, right on the money this time around.
Well, we talked about it during the break a little bit, Brian. I think he just cut his weight down a little bit and threw it in control.
I thought you were about right there.
So easy to want to throw more and give it that push at the end that really does take away from what you practice all year long in terms of how you release that rock.
Close to save. Clean. Close. Little less. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Mark Nichols now.
Whoa. Off. Off. Never. Off.
Quiet weight, trying to get the roll. They'll roll it. Top 4, but wide open.
Board.
Sure. So I've been throwing normals for those.
So really in a matter of 2 stones here, Mark Whitehead a real chance to swing the tide here for his team.
Yeah, quiet weight, hit and roll, and positions themselves for to score a deuce.
Hard.
Certainly wasn't looking that way a couple rocks ago.
Hard.
Hard.
Final one here for Mark Whitehead.
Hard.
Here in 4.
Hard, guys.
Hard.
Hardness. Come on.
They got to keep this in play.
Hard, Jamie. Hard.
So the shooter spins out, and that red stone will stick around. Back 12.
Yeah, let him off the hook there after making such a great first shot.
Should move, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Especially with the in. Thinking if I was going to throw the button, like split the T line, I'd throw there.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Looks like a lot.
It does.
Here, Les. What do you think of that ice there, guys?
Pretty well the
I think
same
it
we were
looks good.
taking to come this way. It's got to be pretty close.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay.
Same weight, it's coming this way too?
I think so. I'm going to throw the same.
Yeah.
Give you the exact same as what I threw last end.
Right in the top of the button, hey?
Yeah, full 4. It's
Okay.
good. Okay.
Hit a little heavy.
A little bit
Back
of room.
8, 4, back 4.
Line's a hair
Hold
tight.
that.
Still there.
Back 8, back 4, back
four.
button.
No,
Line's good.
No.
Not, weight's not bad now.
T.
you're still by.
Yep.
Just top
Yes.
4.
T.
Top 4.
We're still there. We're still there. T.
Just top 4.
T.
No, T's too
Whoa,
sit.
whoa.
T's too sit.
And that settles on the button.
Sorry, guys.
Pretty much guarded, a little deep though.
A little deep. Certainly gives Cooey a chance to freeze onto it. The deuce isn't out of play yet.
You throw T-line weight.
Live look over on sheet C. New Brunswick taking on Quebec. Final stone on the way from Jean-Michel Menard, playing the in-off his own yellow. Bang the yellow, roll it over. How far can they drag it? Get it to the button. What an effort. They'll have a look.
Fantastic throw.
Yeah, 1 red.
Martin Crete looks it over, and 1 red it is. So a steal for New Brunswick. Great try with the in-off for Jean-Michel Menard, but it is 3-2 New Brunswick after 4. And kudos to Jeremy Mallet here for the very first time, looking for his second win as a rookie here at the Brier.
And he just looks so relaxed out there.
Where?
Wait if you can.
Where?
4.
5.
Then. Hard then.
All you got.
Got room, guys.
Where?
Well, they're calling it short.
5. Hard. It's got to be 8.
Go. 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 Easy. Got a curl.
Needs to slow down, freeze it on, and that is shot stone for
very nice.
Jamie Cooey. Could have got off it maybe a little earlier.
Yeah, they could have, but their sweepers were saying 4-5, which is only top 12, top 8 foot. So, you know, the one thing they need to do is readjust that. If they realize it's not, then call out a 7 or 8 and let the person in the house know.
I was scared they're still calling 5 for 8. He's got to draw there.
Yeah. I don't even know if that gets it for him.
Yeah, it may not. So let's just maybe try and cheat.
Yeah,
Try and cross it a little.
Same line, just
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
2 feet less.
Yeah. Same ice.
Okay.
Cross it a bit with the freeze, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, this is a shot to force Northwest Territories to a single now. If they can freeze one on just on the inside, it's a very difficult draw for
Let's
2.
just try and cross it just a hair.
Yeah.
Brad Gushue was joking around before the tournament began, saying, hey, I've been here now 12 times, never won. Maybe I'll try the beard out this time around. So maybe by the end of the week, they'll be fearing the beard on Brad Gushue here with a new look.
Top button.
Whoa! Whoa! More line! More line!
Line's getting decent.
We can go
Both
now.
candle.
More line! Right to it!
Still to it.
Whoa!
Whoa! Just shy of it.
Whoa! No! It's got to curl a little.
Got to curl off, Jeff. So.
Get it.
They wanted to cross it a little bit.
Good shot.
Needed that on the first one.
Yeah, perfect.
And now can Jamie find a way to score 2?
Yeah, I don't know.
Good shot.
Thanks.
That one on your first.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to do it the second time. Not to miss.
The late curl is so much fun on this ice.
That's for sure. You like that? Sure. Same weight, right?
Yeah. Do we know of his path at all? Probably not as fast.
So the same kind of weight he just threw, back 4 foot, back 8 foot. Try and just cap the red one back and sit for 2.
Tap that a bit.
Yeah.
It's like back
Same
8.
weight.
Have we seen this out
No, we were just
turn side
like
at all,
back
Dave?
buttons.
Okay, we're just back button.
No, we haven't. It's a bit of a guess for them, but I mean, they did throw it in practice. They've got a pretty good sense.
So for a while, this end was not shaping up for the Northwest Territories, but now a shot for Jamie Cooey, a tough one, but a quiet tap here to try pick up 2.
Whoa, guys! Yep. Hard! Hard! Hard, guys!
They waited, now they go.
Go!
Gotta scrub it, move the red, stone enough, get it by for his 2, and just wrecks on the red, very close, but couldn't quite drag it there. So the force, it is on. Jamie Cooey picks up his single, 4-2. Brad Gushue. Welcome back to our coverage here in Calgary. Update time, Sheet B, 4th end. Team Canada taking on PEI. Final stone on the way from John Morris, throwing the yellow stones in the house. It is Adam Casey with 2 locked in there on the button. And not a good sign when Thiessen and Rycroft are just spectators.
Yeah, Adam Casey made a terrific shot to get that one on the button with a little quiet hit and roll, and John was trying to basically just follow it down and tap with back 4-foot weight. A little bit heavy and a little bit wide, and they sure run straight when you do that.
So that was a steal of 2 and a 4-1 advantage for Adam Casey and his team out of PEI. Of course, they came through in the pre-competition to qualify for the Brier, and giving Team Canada a run for their money. Meantime, in our feature matchup, Newfoundland Labrador, a 4-2 advantage over the Northwest Territories. Tough shot for Jamie Cooey in trying to pick up his 2, but he was very close in playing that tap. You were impressed with his shot, Dave.
Yeah, it's deflating when you throw a really good rock like that. He had perfect weight, perfect line, and it just curled half a centimeter too much. You know, it's easy to say they missed the line call and they should have been on it a few feet earlier, but the late curl is just so strong, it's hard to predict that. He threw a great shot, though.
Still? Where? 4. Whoa. 3.
So they've got to keep plugging away, getting rocks up front, making some good freezes, and, you know, hopefully getting Brad into situations where he's going to throw some pressure shots.
And there you see Robert Borden, 2 nice yellow stones up top.
Same speed over here, eh?
So,
yeah. Same speed. Maybe a little slower, maybe.
Jeff Walker went top button with his first, and the Canadian and World Junior Champ in 2006, delivering his second stone here in 5.
Felt like more.
Top 4.
Line's good.
Whoa. Top
Line's
8.
good. Line's good, yep. Whoa. Yep.
To it.
Whoa then. Whoa, let it work. Close.
Maybe
Gotta
not
get
quite.
the inside here a bit. Whoa. Yep. Going sideways.
Oh, pick.
Yep.
Little redirect.
Hey, Jeff.
Grabbed a bit.
Yeah, that's the first pick that we've seen today.
Hack, good hack.
all right, Plummer. Nice hack here.
Yeah, hack's good.
Clean. Yep.
Solid hack.
Yep.
Ideally, he makes the quiet weight takeout and rolls out to the 12-foot, keeping his rock in play.
Real hard. Way over. Way over. Drop.
And he does just that. Nice execution.
I don't like this double guard.
Okay, boss.
Let's make that.
Half?
Yeah.
What is it?
Probably a big half. Real thick half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you come all the way out?
No.
Yeah, Brad's right. Those 2 guards are going to cause him problems.
Brett Gallant.
Whoa.
Yep.
We'll try to get the granite moving.
Hard. Yep.
Okay.
That's not bad. He got rid of the high
Threes, no?
center guard, which was really the problem, Rock.
Okay. I don't mind the guard.
1.5.
Whatever weight I threw.
So Jamie asking for 1 or 1.5, which is a very high guard.
Yeah, just a high guard, basically replacing the one that was just taken off.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. 1.
Whoa, guys.
Careful,
Whoa, guys.
2. Whoa then, let it curl. Whoa.
2.5.
Ready to go for line. Yep. Please get it to center. Okay.
Rep. Couple options. We can just do this, or you can do that. Okay.
Yeah,
let's get them all.
Yeah. Okay, be nice. Half.
Thick. Thicker half. There you go.
So Gallant trying to get them all going.
Curl a bit.
Slash yellow, and he'll just miss that back yellow to get them all going.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity to clean things up. Jamie's looking for those guards to be a little bit more in line so that if you do make the run back double, your shooter stays there too.
Mark.
What do you think, Dave? The Redstone back four shot at this point? I think Newfoundland Labrador has it.
No, I think so.
It's like a lot of weight.
You're all there, yeah.
Where?
Whoa.
1, 2, 2.
Yeah, just
No, you look like a 3.
3.
No, never.
4.
No, never.
3.
Oh, it's deeper than they want.
Yeah,
Needs to
they're
grind.
Never.
Now calling it in the house.
Whoa. It's gonna curl too much. Whoa.
Wow.
Well, they should be able to get all the yellows now.
3/4. You probably can make it. You can make it this way.
Yeah, like just on the line type thing. Yeah.
You should roll over here.
Do you like the in?
I like the out.
Needed to curl a little bit more, a little bit less.
Yeah, 3/4, even 2/3 low, Mark.
Yeah, just to get the other ones.
Mark Nichols now. One of the best in the business at this shot. He'll try and get all the yellow going.
Hard, all you got.
Big weight, bang, and he won't get the one in the house, but the 2 yellows up front are gone.
Yeah, that was the key. Get rid of the guards. Obviously, he could have got all 3 if he hit it just where he wanted.
Your call. Sure.
Just make this.
You're a bit tight there.
Okay.
Should be 2.
Definitely
Hard
left.
line.
Oh, it went early, guys.
Hard. Go line.
Hard. Wait only.
Where?
2.
It's over curl, guys.
Weight looks good.
Guys, it's over curling.
Just 1.5.
Whoa. No. It's going.
Just through?
Yeah.
Like back line, do you want to get it out?
We don't have to, no.
Back line?
I want to make sure we get it past that, so.
Yeah, it'd be nice to like 2, yeah.
That guard's pretty.
At least back 12.
Timer.
No.
Like,
Here.
yeah.
Well, still got to be careful. You can't hit it on the wide side or it does jam on the red one.
It's good. Yep. Just through. Yep. Hard, guys. Hard. Line's tight, hard. All you got. Hard.
Mark Nichols needing some help here from Gallant Walker. They're going to wreck on the yellow and try to save the shooter. And it will spill into the paint. In the meantime, Northern Ontario taking on BC. And it is Jim Cotter lying 1-2. maybe 3, 2 for sure. And the final one on the way here from Brad Jacobs needs to draw in and swing and catch that forefoot.
Yeah, this game's gone back and forth from one end to the next.
No then. Sweet for T rub.
The Harnden brothers, the front end, EJ and Ryan. Ryan Fry in the house calling line, and no brushes down. Needs to try and stop in the fourth. Gotta put on the brakes. It will curl, and looks like it got a nice rotation right at the end in time, and that is a single.
Yeah, nice shot.
So nice weight from Brad Jacobs. A 4-3 advantage for the Brier champions from 2013.
I'm a little surprised Cooey's not throwing the guard again.
Making the play on the Redstone back four.
Yeah, I know what he's thinking. He doesn't want to give up another 3, but when you're 2 down without hammer right now and you've got a guard that you could, or a rock that you could guard, not the worst position.
Hit, little roll behind the corner.
Very nice.
And he'll lie 2 for now. Brad Gushue does have the hammer here in 5.
Back in the end, Dave. Yeah, back in the end. Good shot.
Yeah. Just hack. Yeah. If it hangs, even a thin double or something.
Oh, yeah. Well,
like
ideally, you'd.
Yeah.
Right there.
Hack weight, yeah. Looks like a ton. Trying to hit halves. Is what's, maybe a little less, Mark. Or hairless. Yeah. You like that there? Yeah.
Clean. Just hack.
Yeah,
clean,
not
yeah.
heavy.
Brad Gushue with his first here in 5.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hard!
Hard.
Hard!
Hard.
Hard!
They'll bang it on the nose. Looks to be shot stone.
Yeah, just a hair less weight than he wanted.
Sorry, guys.
He was trying to roll behind the garden in front of the other yellow one.
A little light.
Board this time? We need more. You want easy or board? I don't mind throwing easy right there. Sure. Keep it off that line early. Yeah.
Right on the nose, Dave?
Yeah, right on the nose.
Just don't want to set up the double for 2.
Exactly.
Easy this time,
This is essentially a force now.
Just nose?
Yeah, right on the nose. Keep it off that line early, guys.
Yep.
Yes, the good
Gets
news
close
is
to the
if
line,
you
you gotta
nose,
go
and
on
I
it.
haven't seen the angle from that other stone, if you nose and Brad comes back and noses, is that good enough? I don't think it is.
No, actually, you're right. Brad will have to draw.
Yep.
So Jamie Cooey,
Yep.
his final stone here in 5 without a hammer.
Hard.
Clean.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Hard.
Good scrub the entire way down, banging on the nose, a tiny roll.
Good shot, Jimmy.
And they are 1-2 for now, and now it's either the double for
Get
2
off
or
it
the
and
draw for
roll it.
1.
Yeah, he's got the option now.
2/3.
And they're lining up the
Yeah.
double.
Yep.
They've thrown quite a few shots right in the spot. In the
Give it a
first
try.
end, Gushue made that exact same location. Out turn, hit and roll behind the guards.
We can take her 1 here, but. Look at that ice for normal. I'd say max.
When the new format came out, Brad Gushue was the first ever team to win a bronze medal game. That was back in 2011. Of course, he's been a runner-up, losing the final to Glenn Howard back in 2008. Had a cool comment. He told me before the beginning of the tournament, he made a list as a kid, a checklist of 10 things that he wanted to accomplish. 9 of them complete. Number 10, a Brier title. Final stone here in 5, trying the double. Bang the yellow, avoid the jam, gotta go. And can't get it out enough, so it will be a steal of 1. Credit to Jamie Cooey and his team as they continue to battle. Gushue still leads 4-3 after 5.
The
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years.
Welcome back to our coverage in Calgary. All sorts of fans in the crowd here at the Saddle Dome. That one is 100% cute. That is awesome. Close game. We got 4-3 Newfoundland Labrador leading. Kathy Gauthier is here all week long, and she is with Brad Gushue.
Brad, I know frustration on the last one not making the double, but how much does your experience help you to remain patient in a game like this?
A lot, really. I know that a team like this, they're gonna hang around, and our goal is just to get down to the last end with the last rock and win that way. If I win 11 games on having to draw the forfeit, I'd be happy.
Talk about the ice. We're seeing it a little bit different on every sheet. Is it still catching you?
No, not really. I think we got a pretty good read on it. It's just, you know, like that one there just really took off, and we were anticipating some curl. It got a little bit more than we thought, but I think we got a good map on the ice, but it definitely is different on the 3 sheets that we played. Each one's just a little bit different. Talk about what it means having Mark Nichols back. It's nice. He's got he's got just as much experience as I do, so it's nice to have a guy that you can rely on and relate to in a big situation. Thanks, Brad. Thanks.
Dave, Jamie Cooey certainly one of those teams that always seems to hang around. They always give very tough games. What have you seen after 5?
Well, I think we talked off the top that Mark Nichols needed to have a big game and start getting rolling. And even though his numbers aren't quite up where he expects yet, he's made some really key shots. And that's kind of the difference so far, is that I think that Jamie Cooey's team, although they're not playing terrible, has missed some of those key shots.
After 5, brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada. So right now, keep calm and Cooey on. They're in this one, down by 1. More coming up after this.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best.
I'm actually an Edmonton Oiler fan, sad to say.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm a big Leafs fan.
My favorite team is the Edmonton Oilers, which is have been a very sad state of affairs for about 8 years now.
I don't know if I should say this. Could get in trouble. I might not be allowed back in the Air Canada Center.
My team's the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'd like them to try and tank and get Connor McDavid because he's unreal.
And if I was the Leafs GM, I would, same thing they just did to Clarkson, I would be trading Dion for him.
I'd like to see them do bad and get that Connor McDavid draft pick for sure.
My team is the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'd probably trade most of the players and start over.
Favorite team is definitely the Winnipeg Jets. If I was the GM, I'd be doing exactly what we're doing because we're having a great season.
I think the Habs will probably need another top defenseman, so if they can get one, that would probably help them a whole lot for their playoff drive.
I didn't even know Monday was the trade deadline, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Maybe I'm not as Canadian as I should be. I don't know.
Well, it's just hours away tomorrow. Trade Center 2015 has you covered all day long, beginning at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific on TSN and TSN Go. Every trade, every deal, everywhere you are, brought to you by Tim Hortons. Obviously, Lanny McDonald, what a great he was for the Calgary Flames, and it's good to see Lanny. And Lanny, oh, there's Lanny. And Lanny, that's the sociables here at the Brier. They're awesome, and it is Lanny McDonald Day here at the Saddle Dome. By the way, the Calgary Flames trading left winger Curtis Glencross to the Capitals. Also just happening, Keith Yandel going from the Coyotes to the Rangers, so lots happening when it comes to the NHL. The Flames, of course, on a 7-game road trip battling for a wild card spot, and these two teams battling for a win. Day 2 here at the Tim Hortons Brier, Newfoundland and Labrador, taking on the Northwest Territories and Jamie Cooey. A steal of 1 for Jamie in 5, but it is Brad Gushue with hammer and a 1-point lead here in 6.
It's interesting that the only hockey fan that was happy was the Jets fan.
A little less.
Are you a Jets fan?
I'm Oilers and Jets. I like the Jets. Coming from Winnipeg, I have to be a Jets fan.
No, that's, listen, I think this year, and
Stay close for line.
it's not a bad year
I'm
to be a
hedging
Jets
my
fan
bets.
over that other team.
I'm hedging my bets.
Gotta get it to center, guys. Go, 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 go.
Maybe if this week goes well for Brad, he'll expand the beard to a full-on mustache.
You're also in Calgary, so if you want to get treated decently in the patch, you should probably leave that other team out of it for now.
Yep.
I was actually in this building. I forget which game it was, but Stanley Cup final when the Flames were taking on Tampa Bay. What an amazing series that was. Vinny LeCavalier, Jerome McGinley. This building was absolutely on fire. It was incredible.
That
was a great team.
Line only, Brad. He's trying to come down, but still back button.
Oh, get ready.
Back 4.
Whoa. Yep. Okay. Okay.
So just before break, you were talking about Brad's bucket list of 10 items he wanted to accomplish in curling, and he actually told me that items 6, 7, and 8 were all to have Brian Mujer calling his games.
I find that hard to believe.
Alright, Plummer.
Hawk?
Hack weight.
Just hack! 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 Whoa! Easy. Hack plus. No. Yep.
They just wanted to make a quiet tap here on this red stone. Move him around behind the tee line.
That works.
Shot. Time out.
Yeah, that steal in 5 might have given them a little bit of confidence. They know they're still well in this game. They've got 2 great guards up, and the end set up for potentially a force, obviously, is what they're looking for. Potentially even another steal.
And we talked about that 3 in the third. Remember that little tiny biter on the 12-foot, one more rotation, and maybe it is a tie game instead of that extra point.
Make sure we get another 20 seconds or now.
And as you can see, that is not what the Rock is supposed to look like.
I've been working out a bit, but I mean, it's not that much.
Just, you guys lost
That's
like
the
30
second
seconds.
time he's done that this year.
You lost like 30 seconds off your
He just
clock,
goes.
too, right?
Yeah, I think it was about 24, I think.
Yeah,
It was
Well, I say you make him throw it like that. I don't know how much curl you get.
Well, what's the rule? If a rock breaks, you take the bigger portion of the rock.
Can you call someone on that?
Well,
yeah.
Hello? Mark! Mark! What number?
What number?
3.
Yeah, has that ever happened to you in your Wednesday night curling?
No. No, it's because it's Monday night curling. So,
Monday?
Yeah, it'd be
I thought that was
impossible.
ladies on Monday.
Tough guy.
Well, I've seen the handles misfunction before. I don't think
Mark.
I've seen the handle actually come off before. So obviously I'm assuming at this point it's just an official's timeout and the clock stop and they get things sorted out here, Dave.
Yeah, they'll fix this quick enough. They've got the ice crew set with their tools and extra handles in the back, and it should take them just a minute or 2 to get it back on.
Well, I guess you dial a rock.
Brett?
Gives
Even
them more
with
time
that, it's
to
not
look
bad.
things over.
Yeah.
What's the
He's got
craziest
one
thing
in the
that's
back
happened to you on the ice in your
Well,
curling career when you look back?
My issue
During the
is
Worlds
make
one
it-
year,
make
I
it
was coming out of the
decent,
hack on
roll
a
half
peel,
there.
and I blew the hack right out of the ice.
The actual hack
yeah,
came
the
out?
hack blew right out of the ice, and I ended up on my stomach, and I don't know, I think I actually might have slid over the tee line, and at that time the rule was as long as the rock stopped before the tee line, you can rethrow it. And then we got into a whole discussion with the officials because the rock actually did cross the tee line as to whether I could rethrow it.
All right, well, they get this rock issue sorted out.
30 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, she's going to add 30. Just
We can update you over on Sheet C. New Brunswick taking on Quebec. Jean-Michel Menard has a 2-point advantage. Of course, the 2006 champs. Also looking for their first win here in Calgary at the Tim Hortons Brier. Taking on the rookie from New Brunswick, Jeremy Mallet. His final stone. And not a brush to it so far. Bang it on the nose. Did not want to lose the shooter. They had that biter there at back 12. So just a single instead of a possible 2. It is Quebec leading 5-4 after 6 as a new handle comes out to get that Newfoundland Labrador rock fixed up.
Yeah, we've talked about the nice quiet weight that you typically want to throw on an open hit. And New Brunswick, they did throw a lot of weight on that to try and stick. And that's the challenge. If you're a bit outside, it's not going to curl.
So they'll
sort of cool off for a few seconds probably there.
Probably a good idea.
Perfect.
Rip that,
awesome,
rip
thanks.
that handle off too. Yeah.
Why would they want it to cool off, Dave? Why let the rock cool down?
Well, he makes a good point. That rock was on the carpet for the 30 seconds that they were fixing the handle, and it might have warmed up even, you know, half a degree, and that could make a big difference coming down the ice in terms of how it grips the pebble and, you know, how much it's going to curl. The ice temperatures are so sensitive. They have sensors all over the ice to know exactly what they are in different locations and how the airflow is affecting it and the people in the building. So they want to make sure that it's as consistent as possible.
So the guys from the Rock have the rock fixed, and away we go. They had extra time with that official's timeout to discuss strategy. What is the call here, Dave?
Yep, a little bit of room.
Well, they're just coming down and playing an interim freeze, controlling the top of the house. If they can get into the top 4 foot, that's a real good spot.
We're curling a bit now. Yep, yep, yep. We're there. We're there.
Wait,
Yes,
forward.
yes. Good, good.
Good shot, Brad.
Good boy. Nice spot.
Yeah, very nice.
I think it was.
Well, he called a friend with the rock handle, and it worked. Nice shot. After all that.
I like that.
I like sitting there.
Yeah. T-line, wait. T-line.
T-line. 7.
Yeah, 7.
Northwest Territories still have this set up reasonably well.
6, 7.
They've got 2 guards up and rocks in play.
Whoa, man. 6.
It's there. It's there.
6. Whoa. Yep.
5. Hard, guys. Hard. Freeze it on there.
Weight comes off, and they really start to dive, and that one will just touch that rock top 4.
Yeah, they're hoping to move it back to T-line or just behind the T-line.
You can't overroll, so.
Okay.
It's funny, we talk about these rocks and the sensors, and of course, it's changed the game a lot with the technology of knowing if it's a hog stone or not. You guys competed during your heyday with all those championship wins and Briers and going to Worlds. There was not that technology at the world stage. I remember specifically, and we actually talked about this over a beer, that one Worlds that you were at, and there was a few rocks that were hogged, and Randy was not that impressed. We'll talk about that story shortly. First, a live update, PEI taking on Team Canada, and looks like John Morris has 2, maybe 3 counters in there, 2 for sure, and the final one to come here from Adam Casey out of Charlottetown.
I think I don't have a great angle on it, but I believe he's trying to play a double and stick in the 4 foot for a single.
Gets the yellows going, moves them around. And it looks to be a steal of 1, back 4. Yes, it is. So Team Canada does pick up the single. John Morris battling back down 4-3 after 6.
What do you got of this?
None.
Just to finish up that story, Dave, so obviously there was a situation before that technology that really caught you guys.
Yeah, they used to have hogline officials. So officials that sat on the hogline, supposedly on both sides, and would watch if you were still holding the rock when you got to the hogline. And they needed to have a person that would say, yes, he's over, and also a validation of another person. At the Worlds that we were at in 2001, they only had 1 hogline official. And so, you know, the one thing I can say is it's so hard to watch a moving stone, a stationary line, and somebody's hand releasing it. It's almost impossible. So, yeah, there was some hog lines that were called on Randy. He got a little bit animated. We had our team captain, a really great guy, Jim Waite, who's the most calm, you know, just a real nice person, out on the ice, just screaming at the officials. And, of course, I have to, you know, focus on what's happening next with my shots. It was exciting.
Did you win that game?
No, actually, I ended up having a hit and stick to win the game, and unfortunately I rolled out. And that was the it for the Royals that year.
So a buzz in the crowd, and a guy who's been to many Briers before. Mark Nichols will take his time and reset.
Hasn't changed any?
No, I don't think so.
Ideally, where does Mark want this rock to stop?
Line's a little tight.
Well, they're just coming into top 12 and freezing another one in there. The one thing they do know now is that if Northwest Territories ever makes a play on the yellow rock in the 8-foot, they're going to line their 2 reds so that they are lined up onto that yellow and we can remove it.
Can you get it past the yellow? Yep, keep going. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Still there.
Yeah. Hair high?
Hair high, yeah.
Cooey's got to move some red rocks here.
Northern Ontario, British Columbia, update time. And one thing that we learned from Jim Cotter last year, Dave, in that Brier final, he is a shot maker. He's got all the shots. Final stone here now in 6. He's got 1 yellow. That is counting, touching the button. Needs to tap his yellow stone back, get the red one moving back 4, and maybe pick up 2.
Yeah, really delicate shot. He's just trying to throw back 8-foot weight and make contact on the top yellow onto the yellow in the 4-foot, pushing the red one out into the 8-foot for 2.
He made a shot like this last night in an extra end to knock off Alberta. The angle, did he get enough? Doesn't look like it. Looks like just 1 yellow for BC.
Perfect weight.
So they're tied up at 4.
Great throw.
Meantime, this rock just thrown. Gets things going in the 4-foot. 3rd stones, of course, from Mark Whitehead.
Yeah, Northwest Territories needed to move some red stones around there. Good shot.
Normal. Just whoa. Good weight. Yep. I don't know. Hard.
Now Mark Nichols on the nose. And Newfoundland Labrador with hammer here in 6. Lying 2.
Board? Oh, I thought I heard you say.
After the steal and 5, it's critical for Northwest Territories to not give up a deuce this end.
Board? Yep. Which way?
Under the guard there. Should be hooking at the end.
Okay.
Got lots of ice, so it'll probably be softboard.
Okay.
So hitting the 1 in the button here, Dave, and rolling?
Yeah, it's a good chance to hit and roll behind.
Oh, no.
Good board. Soft board. Soft board. Yep.
Whoa.
How about the redirect? Plan B. Wow, perfect.
Yeah, just a little wide on that release. Here's a replay of it. Jamie's coming out a hair tight and then just pops it a bit at the end, setting it straight.
I think Jamie called them on to plan B to hit the top one and get the roll. And then I think they were in between, and then this, and this, and then buried.
Yeah, it worked out really well. I mean, other than there's still 2 red stones in the house.
This is going to run pretty straight. I think it will. I like that. If it runs dead straight, we still make it. If it comes up a hair, we can nut it.
If Brad can make this, opportunity for a big score here in 6.
Go! Hard! You gotta go! Hard!
Big scrub, run it back.
Hard!
They don't stick it, but they do get that Yellowstone out.
Great sweeping.
It's not the way we drew that one up.
Pretty good, actually. I think it's no double there, is there?
It's incredible how many shots are saved now by sweeping.
Wow, it was a lot closer to mine.
Oh, I know. If we hit it, are we shot?
Yeah. But he's getting 2. Go around, it's tough.
Could we come this way?
I don't think so. I think it's that or this. It's tough.
Bigger 2 or 3. 2 is 6.
If you go around it, you got to be like right here.
We got to be. You almost got to be back 8, right?
Yeah. You can't over curl it.
I know.
What do you guys like?
Leaning towards a hit. Can't hear you.
Let's give him 2.
Well, the debate is whether or not they try and go around that one in the top 8 foot to force a single.
That's what I was
Obviously, if they do that and don't make it perfectly, they're giving up 3. Or like Jamie said, you hit the top one and give up 2.
Yeah, I think we got to hit something.
Well, we're hitting, we're getting 2, right?
We'll try and bring down.
You go around it back 8. Definitely bury. That's 2 or 3 difference between 6. 6-3 or 7-3.
What do you like?
Wow. If we give them 2, we're probably losing, no?
Yeah, so if that's the case, then we might as well go here.
They like to hit, though.
But
what do you like?
I like this. I think you got this.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Like that?
Yeah, right there.
Well, it's good to have confidence from your third.
So they obviously, you always talk, Dave, about scoreboard management, and it's pretty obvious Jamie's in a tough spot. That being said, you like this call?
Yeah, I do. I think the ice is conducive to that decision, too. There's lots of curl in it. You can bury around one in the top 12. Their discussion was if they give up 2 or they give up 3, the end result in their mind is the same. They're probably not winning the game. So if that's their decision, then the best way to force a single is to go around the one in the top 12.
Right here. 7, 8.
That being said, they bury it. Is that an easy tap run for
Let it work.
Brad in his final one?
Let it work. Whoa.
7.
Let it work.
Yeah, depending on where it stops exactly. Brad may try to tap it back and see if he can get more than 1.
So final stone here from Jamie Cooey, and look at this thing just going sideways. Absolute great finish.
What a
and the
shot.
skipper comes through, buries it. And that just speaks to the ice, Dave. Look what they used as a guard, a stone. Top 8, and they still get around fully buried. Watch this thing just carve right there.
They put that exactly where they wanted. Well, good on Mark Whitehead. Telling the skipper, you got this.
And that second look, you look at the overhead, that little tap back is not as easy as I thought it would be, and you're right.
No, and Gushue's really guarding against giving up another steal here.
So that really is a mission accomplished for Jamie Cooey. Full credit to him and his team.
Absolutely.
Pressure shot, he nailed it.
And we talked about that in the beginning, saying that Cooey himself can carry a team like he did in 2012 into the playoffs. And those are the types of shots he needs to make to do that.
Shot up 2. Don't want to give him the but it's either 3 or a steal. Yeah. So. All right, let's put this on the pin.
Smart call by Brad, too. At the 5th end break, when he talked to Kathy, he said his goal in this game was to come home with the hammer in the 10th end. So he's playing exactly to that strategy.
Stick to your vision. Final stone in 6. Brad Gushue needs a good part of that 4 foot to pick up his single.
Piece of the 4. Easy. Line's fine. Line's fine. Line's fine. Piece of the 4. Keep a brush down.
Walker, Gallant. Guide the stone in.
judge, guys.
It's early on at the Tim Hortons Brier, but I'll tell you what, Brad Gushue, he has draw weight in his back pocket. Puts it on the lid for a single, and a 2-point lead. Welcome back to beautiful Calgary, Alberta. Always a pleasure to be back in my home province to call this amazing game. 7th time that the city of Calgary has hosted the Tim Hortons Brier, and the Prime Minister Stephen Harper in attendance watching the action. Our TSN crew had the opportunity to chat with Mr. Harper, the Prime Minister, yesterday. Nice moment for our TSN crew, and we thank him for the time as he enjoys some curling here in Calgary. Crowds have been phenomenal. We're expecting a fantastic week here in Alberta. Brian Mudryk, Dave Nedowin with you in our feature matchup. Newfoundland Labrador, a 5-3 advantage over Jamie Cooey and the team from Yellowknife. And kudos to both skips. Jamie with a fantastic draw with his final stone, possibly a game saver. Brad Gushue, he decides to go with his original game plan, doesn't try the risky shot, draws the pin, picks up his single, and really has momentum still in this game and has control. At least it feels that way. Dave, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think both teams are pretty pleased with the way that end played out. I'm just so impressed with that shot from Jamie Cooey. You know, to put it exactly where he wanted in the situation. And then, of course, Brad comes back with a draw right on the button. So just great shot making. And this game's definitely still up for grabs. Northwest Territories has hung in there, and if they can score a deuce here and tie it up, it'll be interesting.
Not too bad.
2. Three. Whoa, guys.
Whoa. Always an interesting game as well. Of course, we will see the Cooey brothers going head-to-head later on in round-robin play.
Sure.
Update time, Sheet B. PEI taking on Team Canada. A lot of rocks in play, Dave, every time we check in on this sheet of ice.
Same weight's good.
John Morris throwing the yellow stones.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting game. Neither team is really scared of rocks in play. We've seen just great shot making for the first 6 ends. So it looks like Team Canada is sitting 1 and Adam Casey is drawing for a single point.
Adam Casey out of Charlottetown. Him and his team qualifying in the pre-competition to advance here to the Tim Hortons Brier in Calgary. As the house comes into play.
Throw Adam, I think.
And that does appear to stop in time.
Very nice.
We think it's just one. It's tough to say. We didn't have a good look at the house.
Us. Red.
So 1 red. Thank you, boys. They kick it away, so it is 5-3 PEI.
Yeah, that's another guy that doesn't look rattled by the big event, the big venue, the big crowds.
Yep. Really gotta go, guys. Gotta go to... Well...
We've seen Adam here, of course, before, but first time skipping his own squad.
Hey, Brad.
That's what the skipper wants. Okay. Halfway or a little tighter. Hear that, guys? A little tighter now.
Yep. Yeah.
A little bit early. Half. Hard early. A little bit tighter than half. Whoa, then. Whoa.
Halfway tight.
Clean. Let it stop. It's going to over curl. Over curling big, guys. Whoa. Just clean it.
A little deep.
Clean it till it stops. Stop. Wide open almost. Sit.
Handing the brakes back and forth a little bit. The shot that we just saw by Chorokowski that's an example of those easier type of shots that you need to make.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. Real hard. Hard, guys.
And they pick him up right out of his hand.
Real hard.
Big scrub, got to avoid that red stone. They do get them both going. They'll get the 1 out. Other jams, top 4.
Here.
Great sweeping. Would have been a disaster to take a second time.
Good weight. Board. Yep. Hard. Low. Low. Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Mark Nichols, little flip inside, and that one is covered as Newfoundland Labrador lies 2 behind that guard.
Just looked a little tight.
Yeah, I just thought.
Yeah, I thought you'd back it up and it just went. So, good weight. Here across the.
Yeah.
Bailout time now for the Territories here, Dave?
Yeah, it is. Mark made a really nice shot. He's showing his touch a lot this game, along with the big weight.
Oh.
And maybe a little bonus here as that spills in. Our updates continue here at the Tim Hortons Brier at the Saddle Dome in Calgary. Sheet C, New Brunswick taking on Quebec. It appears New Brunswick is shot stone. Final one here on the way from Jean-Michel Menard.
Yes! Whoa! Yes! Yes! Whoa! Hard! Hard!
House comes into play, trying to avoid their own yellow and make a tap on the red.
Hey!
Shot.
Sure? Let it curl.
By their own, make the tap, and lovely touch from the former Brier champion. So Quebec in control now, up 7-4 after 7.
Oh, clean. Yep. Oh, whoa, clean. Whoa.
Shot, good weight.
Jean-Michel looks like they're getting into form this game.
Thanks. Just made that little pick at the end.
Yeah, I know. Run again.
Such an interesting field, Dave. Every time I look at the standings and you look at the teams, and yeah, we have a few rookies here, and then you see Mark Keane come out of the gate 2-0. You look at maybe one or two or three teams that you think are locks to make the playoffs, but then you look again. Really, so many teams can crack that top 4, and you really get the sense that there's going to be tiebreakers. At least that's kind of the way I feel when I look at this field.
Yeah, Jean-Michel made a really interesting comment during the skip interviews before the event started, where he actually liked the parity in the field. He said it's unlikely for somebody to actually run away with it, or 2 or 3 teams to run away with it. So nobody's going to go through the event unscathed, which allows it to be really close coming into the last couple of draws. And for him, an opportunity for his team to make a late push potentially and get one of those playoff spots.
Shot, Mark.
And Dave, to your point, as we look at the standings, for example, you see Alberta, Manitoba, 2 amazing teams. They start 0-2. You know they're going to get going eventually. Same goes for Quebec. They start 0-2. You know Jean-Michel Menard is going to get some wins. Team Canada 1-1. And of course, it's still early on at the Brier. But so many things can happen when you look at the standings. And of course, the top 4 will make the playoffs.
I think it'll be interesting at the end of each day to look at that leaderboard and see how much shuffle occurs from day to day, because I think there's going to be a lot.
When you guys play, Dave, how often did you scoreboard watch, check out that leaderboard, and have a look?
Well, quite a bit. I think it was a little bit different in some of the Briers that we were in, that there were certainly draws that we could look at and say, those are must-win games. We have to beat those teams. You know, we talked about that with this field, that with the parity in it and how many great teams there are, there's very few draws where you're going to look at and say that's a game that we should win.
Maybe a little bit.
Well, to your point, we always have fun here at TSN, and our entire crew sometimes will go in a pool or a survivor pool, and after 3 draws, it's already done. So that should tell you right there that it's very unpredictable with a lot of talent out here on the ice in Calgary.
You want to try the 5?
Yeah, I've heard Russ isn't very happy about his pick so far.
He's never happy.
I don't mind, actually, like how you said, just kind of wick a little bit off that one.
With hack.
Yeah.
Try and nose the 5.
The only thing is, if we wick that one, though, it might spin it.
You still had to explain to him why you couldn't pick Glenn Howard.
Take this 3 out of play.
We got to nose the fire to be shot, right?
That's what I mean. Well, there is one Howard in the field, and they're off to a great start. 2-0.
Absolutely.
Okay. Glenn's son Scott here for the first time. Obviously has been here before as an alternate with his dad, but
I talked to Mark after the completion of the last draw that they came off of a win to go to 2-0, and he said that they're over the nerves now and they're really enjoying it. I fully expect that to be a team that's going to be pushing for a playoff spot at the end of the week.
Average age around 25 years, so they're young, but they play in the big bond spiels and on tour, and they can play with anybody.
Solid hack.
Where?
Good hack.
Whoa.
Close. Close. Close.
Yeah.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Jamie Cooey, his first here in 7.
Come on.
Whoa.
Another big scrub, and they'll wreck on the guard.
Mister. They're good. It just kind of took a funny bust. If it wasn't breaking in the same spots, they've been all game.
Well, maybe, but he might jam it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if there's been one side of the miss consistently for Northwest Territories this afternoon, it's been over curling and ticking guards.
What are you thinking? I'm thinking like there with solid board is kind of what.
I was thinking normal.
Normal? We haven't thrown anything out here.
I really have no idea. I was
idea.
thinking normal, like just to make sure.
Yeah.
Little better roll.
Just normal. Just normal.
Okay. I don't mind solid board either. Yeah. What do you think it's going to do?
I don't think it's going to go crazy.
Okay.
I think it'll run fairly straight.
Okay.
Normal?
I like normal. We haven't thrown any hits way out in the wings.
No, we haven't thrown anything down here, so.
Yeah, I like your normal.
It's a bit of a guess. But what do you think it's going to do?
I don't think
we want to stay, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big time. Even
I can't see you over curling rolling out with that ice.
So if you don't know, Dave, and they're saying it's kind of a guess, they don't know the ice. I know they want to stick the shooter. Are you better off, though, just putting the broom tight and throwing more weight to make sure?
Yeah, you can minimize the curl doing that for sure, but it's an experienced guess. They may not have thrown this shot exactly this game, but they've got a pretty good sense of what it's going to do.
Whoa. Whoa.
Little big.
No. No. No, never. Okay, we're right on the nose.
Nothing yet. Got to curl up, and they will nose it, so...
Okay, Brad.
Really straight.
Brad Gushue lying 3 without
Probably
hammer here in
like
7.
6 feet heavy. It wasn't too heavy.
Yeah,
but
I
good shot.
It was more than...
Forces Cooey to draw for the 1.
Oh, he made a brilliant draw last end to keep his team in it.
Same.
And now needs one more here.
Okay. Same way.
Final stone here in 7. Jamie Cooey drawing against 3.
Where?
Needs full 4 for a single.
Line's good.
On it right out of his hand.
Line's good. Line's good.
Whoa. How's it, Brad? Go, guys.
Line's good. Go,
Churkowski, Borden.
Go.
They say
Hard.
line's good.
Go,
Got to
go.
drag it there. A little bit more, boys. And again, skipper comes through right on the
great
button.
shot.
He's got his draw weight, Dave. He's got it going on. Close one here in Calgary. It's a 1-point game. Welcome back to Calgary. Time for an update. Sheet C, New Brunswick taking on Quebec. Jean-Michel Menard playing the Yellowstones. He's got one buried there in the 8-foot. So final rock to come from Jeremy Malley in his Brier debut. Needs to draw, get some paint. A little bit of the 4-foot would be nice for a single.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Now,
guys.
Jeremy was heavy on his first draw attempt. He was trying to go around the corner guard and set up a deuce, allowing Jean-Michel to come around and now force the single.
Full 8 would do it. And it will stop in time. Finds back 4, so Quebec now a 7-5 advantage after 8. Welcome back inside the Saddle Dome, our feature matchup as Newfoundland and Labrador A 5-4 advantage over Jamie Cooey and his team from Yellowknife. The big 3 in 3 is what stands out in the scoreboard. It's been the difference certainly so far in this game. Lead stones on the way, and this one coming from Robert Borden.
Yeah, you mentioned it during the end when they got the 3, how that rock stuck into the edge of the 12-foot by just 1 or 2 centimeters. And right now, that's making a big difference in this game.
Gotta get to center. Yep. Yep. You can, if you can. Not in. Okay. That's good. Shot.
So job done well by Robert Borden. Has 2 in play, 1 up high and 1 tight to the rings.
Line's good.
Yeah, Robert's played really well. He's put his guards on the center line with good separation, quite a few ends in a row now.
Bumping in a row. Full 4. Oh, close. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard, guys. Hard. Go. Hard. Hard.
Right next door, Sheet B, Team Canada in tough against Prince Edward Island. PEI looking for win number 1. Final stone on the way from John Morris, playing the run back on his yellow to try hit the one back 4 and pick up the score.
I think he thinks he can roll a shooter in potentially for 2 if he makes the double here.
Bang it back, roll it over. 1 for sure. Pat Simmons will have a look. And Pat calls for a measurement, so 1 for sure. So at worst for Team Canada, they're down by 1. We'll get you up to date. As soon as they know, we'll tell you.
Long run. Brad? This?
Seconds position is really where Northwest Territory's been getting in some
I
trouble.
don't hate it.
I don't mind the draw either. I'm just...
Put another one in there? I just hate to do that again.
Play that out turn.
I was thinking his.
Or the in turn.
Ah, right there. Which one do you prefer, Brett?
I think I like the draw.
Yeah, but in turn or out turn?
I think I like the out.
Okay.
Okay, Brett.
Newfoundland and Labrador, just 1 Brier title in history, and that was back in 1976, won by Jack McDuff.
Line's good. Top 12.
Do you remember that game?
Like to go a little.
I was not even around yet, my friend.
Line's good. Line's good. Wait, no bounce, guys. Line's good. Line's good. Oh, it needs a curl.
Line's fine.
Line's good. Top 8. Freeze it.
We're there.
Make it good. Just short of it. Curl nuts.
We're there.
Right to it. Yep. Still there. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Brett Glantz. He'll lock it on.
Great shot.
Like kind of splitting to leave us 2 things to run next time? Not really.
I don't see anything else unless you come this way. You make it right there. Pretty good. Hurry up if you're coming up.
Call time, we're down.
I agree with Jamie. There is not a lot of good right now for him.
I'll give you a nutted there.
Well, as weird as it sounds, my first initial thought was,
if we can get there, that's good.
What if we tap this 5 into the rings?
Oh.
There's a look at Adam Casey, skip of PEI. They did the measurement. It was just a single, so Adam in control. 5-4 advantage over Team Canada with hammer after 8.
I think it's either this or you try to tap these around a bit.
How big would that be, Dave, for his confidence to knock off Team Canada?
Oh, that would be huge. Especially after last night. He had a really disappointing loss. He controlled the game and just came up a little bit short at the end.
Meantime, Northern Ontario, British Columbia. This one right now available live on TSN 4. BC, Jim Cotter. He's got Shot Rock there, back 4. And final stone here to come from the Olympic gold medalist from Sochi, Brad Jacobs. Playing the out turn draw to come in for his single. Maybe he can tap though, Dave, get inside and get two.
Well, I think he's really playing for a single, but if it's there at the end and the sweepers can carry it to move that, then absolutely.
EJ, Ryan Harnden. Not a brush to it. Ryan Fry in the house. Got to curl up in time, move it enough. And it's good for the single. That has been a very close game, so advantage for now, Northern Ontario up 5-4 after 8. And just a reminder, if you want to watch that one, it is live right now on TSN 4.
Well, Northwest Territories just made the only shot they had potentially get themselves out of this end. Perfect hit and roll to the edge of the
I like
button.
to play it tight.
Play it tight. Play it tight. You can chip either guard.
I like to play enough weight where we can't touch this one.
What's that?
I said I like to play enough weight where we can't touch this one. So we play it tight, we get that, or we get this. You know what I'm saying?
Is it there then? Just there?
If you, yeah.
It's basically just completely buried.
Like just here, a solid board. Like, no, go here. Normal. Play it tight, you get the front, so be it. It blew out.
If Newfoundland can ever tick that middle red rock and eliminate the yellow one, then there's really very little for Northwest Territories to do.
Give me a hair more.
I want to find out.
Normal?
A hair more. Just norm, eh?
With normal, it'll run pretty straight with normal, Brett.
Here you go.
Yep. A little quiet. Yes. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Brett Gallant, big brush, get it by that yellow. And they'll redirect and rub.
Real close, but that was the way to miss it. You couldn't afford to miss it wide.
His first.
And here comes the guard attempt from Mark Whitehead.
Yeah, the bad news for Northwest Territories is that there's a lot of shots to come, and they're protecting one yellow rock.
One. Hard.
Whoa, not yet, not yet.
Hard, guys.
Go. 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 Go.
Every
Go,
inch.
guys. Come on, come on.
Get it as close to center as you can. Hey, Mark.
Sweet.
Right is here.
What are you thinking of playing?
Run back.
I think just a hair high is pretty good. Hair low is pretty good.
The intern through the hole there?
What?
The intern's not there through the hole?
What do you mean? This?
Yeah.
I don't even mind. Like, Mark, if you go nose-nose, it's probably not bad. This one's staying.
Okay.
This one's staying. That's gone.
Okay.
Shot.
What?
I like the run.
Oh, absolutely.
Pretty high
yeah.
percent shot.
I just like normal, though. Just so this doesn't spring too far.
Out turn?
Yep. Unless you like the in.
No.
Good conversation. I agree with Brad. A nose hit leaves Newfoundland sitting 3 all buried.
Whoa. Good weight. Good weight. Whoa! Close. Whoa! Yep! Yes! Hard! Hard!
Mark Nichols bang it back, get that yellow going, and they do. And now it's Newfoundland Labrador line 2.
Great throw.
I think it's good.
Might not be able to get to here, but you get to here for sure.
Yeah. Mark, give me your feet.
How much more?
6 feet more.
6 feet more. 8.
by Mark's reaction. I don't think he sold it being great, but it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was as good as they could do. I was mistaken. That rock wasn't going to stay around, so they were going to sit two. The good news for Northwest Territories is now they have a guard they can come around and freeze onto the one on the button.
6, 7. Yep. 7. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
7, 8, whoa, no.
By the guard, little tap.
Just a hair heavy.
You like that? Looks tight.
It does to me too.
This looks a little better. Just top 4, guys.
Yeah. It looks there.
Clean.
Teeth. Felt good.
Yeah.
Close.
Whoa. Whoa. Wait only,
Teeth.
guys.
Top 4.
Close. Yeah. Wait only.
Heavy.
Whoa. Whoa. Let it
Full
curl.
teeth.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Jeff.
It's not bad. Just
Make sure it's second shot. Whoa. Whoa, now, whoa, now. Whoa. That is really good. Great shot.
That was a great shot, Brian. Right from the call, the front end, and Mark at the other end asking for a little bit more ice. The communication of the speed all the way down the ice. Mark letting them know where he thought it was when he let go, and really putting Northwest Territories in a lot of trouble right now.
This runner trying to make this.
I think that's all we have right now.
Yeah.
What else do you see?
We don't have a lot of time here. It's the hair high, eh?
Here?
A little less. Yeah. Hair high?
Yep.
So running the yellow one in, Dave?
Yeah, just off nose. Try and keep it around in play in the 4-foot somewhere. Just such a difficult shot, though.
Oh.
Yep.
Whoa.
Jamie Cooey, his first here in 8.
Oh.
What has he got for an angle? Actually runs it right through everything.
Where's your brain?
Right there.
Yeah. And then it's our color.
Yeah. Let him run it in. He's only getting rid of 1, and we're going to score 2 for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Top.
And you know what? Even if it's there, Mark.
Yeah, I agree.
Almost got lucky with a little rub on that red one.
Yeah, he might have got rid of the one red rock.
Which is fine. If he makes it, then we play this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, or even if you're here, you
might be able to tap it in. Yeah, tap it to come off this.
Yeah. Okay. So just.
Yeah, half in the 8-foot, full 8-foot even.
Sure.
Okay. We don't want to be too far in because then he might be able to do this.
Yeah.
This is the absolute maximum right there, Brad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Brad Gushue has been very sharp so far early on in the tournament, Dave, and looks good here as well.
Yeah, Brad's continuing on his roll. He's played great for 3 games now, shooting almost 90% is fantastic. And Jamie's numbers, although they're a little bit lower, he's also been in some positions where he's throwing very difficult shots. So he's made some fantastic shots, but he's also missed a couple he'd like back.
Those 2 back-to-back draws come to mind where he was money in keeping his team alive. Player comparisons brought to you by Ford, proud partners for 21 years.
Maybe just in.
Light, go. Little bit for line. Line's good. Line's good.
Let's look at New Brunswick and Quebec as this stone from Brad Gushue settles. A 7-5 advantage for Jean-Michel Menard. His final stone on the way. Looks like he's got 1 back 4. Coming off that back one, that back red. Roll it in if he can. And it looks like it rolled a little bit too far. So 1 yellow. And Quebec in control, coming home 8-5. New Brunswick will have the hammer in 10. Meantime, our feature matchup, Jamie Cooey calling a timeout.
I think so. You don't think there's a hole to hit and roll?
Off the 8?
No, off the 6. It's either that or draw.
I think you make this pretty good. He's just got this, right? But he's shooting. I don't really think there's a hole there, do you guys?
No.
Might be to here. Well, the intern's there for sure. If I hear that guard, I'm hitting this, so. I don't know.
Totally out.
Yeah. I don't really see a hole here, do you guys? Oh.
So that's the alternate, Bill Merklinger, Terry Shea, of course, longtime coach, and both cannot be out there, Dave, during the
You wanted to
timeout.
run right over this seam, right?
No, when you call the timeout, only your coach can actually go onto the ice surface.
Well, I say full kudos to stealth move there. The coach or the alternate can come out, just not both.
I think that 80 should be like.
Put it right on the tee, boys.
Well, the officials were quickly on top of that.
That 80 that we've been throwing. Same way you've been throwing has been good.
I always get a kick out of it too, and sometimes a team will call a timeout and the players huddle around and someone from the opposition is standing right over their shoulder having a listen.
Throw right in there.
Okay.
Pretty good. Line's tight. Line's tight.
So Jamie Cooey obviously in some trouble here in 8.
Hard line.
Without hammer, down by 1.
Lines. Hard line.
Final stone needs a big time draw.
Get it.
And I think they've lost it. Rubs on the guard. And you see the house come into play.
Yeah,
2 for sure, and now maybe a tap for 3 here, Dave.
Yeah, I think so. Just a little bit late on that.
If I'm here, it's going to be hard to get that in. So
Yeah.
we're going to try and draw here for
Yeah.
sure. We're going to have to be tight to
Can't
this guy.
see any of this.
We've definitely seen the speed
Can't
on
see any
sheet
of that.
A half a second slower than
an
B
inch.
and C.
An inch.
Yeah, I like this.
That's a shot.
Yep. That gets me to the button.
3 feet
I
slower.
think I
Is that
go
what
there.
you're
I'll be just a little in out, Mark.
Yeah, sure.
And as soon as we're by that, I think.
Yeah, it'll get to the 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got to be fairly tight to that outside guard.
Yeah.
To get by.
saying? Just a shade slower right here, Brad.
Maybe. I'll try. I'll throw it there on my own.
Yeah. Okay.
There's so much curl in the ice, Brian. The challenge is actually the 2 rocks that are in the top 8 foot, getting by those.
It's a little less.
You heard Brad saying that you had to be tight to the outside guard.
Well, I guess the nice problem for him, if it is such a thing as a problem, he's got 2 for sure. Final stone on the way here in 8.
Whoa.
Line's really good.
It's good. Line's good.
A chance for 3, and this would certainly be the dagger in this game.
Line's real good.
Close.
Weight's good now.
Whoa. Yep.
Line's
Yep.
good. Weight's good.
Just line T.
Now the rock starts to break
Yep. You're good.
by their own. Stop in time. Brad Gushue. He has come to play so far at the Brier here in Calgary.
That was a tight hole, yeah.
3 on the board.
Looks like a tight hole, but it was a tight hole.
An 8-4 advantage.
Didn't miss the outside.
That's Brad Gushue. Searches for his first ever
You had your
Brier
weight
title.
here too, right? If you had your weight. Real tight hole.
Beautiful look of downtown Calgary, Alberta. It's time for the Final End Challenge. After the game, go to finalend.ca and you got a chance to win yourself an all-expenses-paid trip to the Brier in 2016 in Ottawa. You get your flight, you get your tickets, you get your hotel. Also, the first 100 entries get a $50 M&M gift card as well. So, we will give you the secret word a little later on in the broadcast, and then after the game, you go to finalend.ca. From outside the Saddle Dome, we bring you inside for our Day 2 coverage here on TSN of the Tim Hortons Brier. And a big pickup for Brad Gushue and his team out of the Valley Haley and St. John's. They put that 3 on the board for an 8-4 advantage. And now it's Jamie Cooey and his team at a Yellowknife in tough. They do have the hammer, but down by 4 with play underway here in 9.
Yeah, Brad continues to impress, just making shot after shot. That was not an easy draw for 3, and he just put it right on the tee line.
Pretty straight.
And for Northwest Territories, they continue to struggle with the weight and line. They've ticked on a lot of guards today.
Newfoundland Labrador not fooling around. They'll just throw their rock right through. At this point, the less rocks in play, the better for them.
Never, never.
And Robert Borden will try throw up another corner.
It's grabbing, guys.
2.
Whoa. Whoa.
There, guys. Proud.
So 1 on each cup.
Yep. Hard. Clean. Clean. Good throw, Brett. Good.
Two, Brad.
2. Nice, too.
Well, there's definitely some positives that Northwest Territories can take out of the game as well. Jamie himself has made some fantastic shots, and Robert Borden has had a really good game.
Looks in.
3.
Live look at a very entertaining game between Northern Ontario and British Columbia. There is a wall of red that Jim Cotter has. However, you see the red stones in behind there belonging to Brad Jacobs. Final stone on the way. Big heater here from Jim, trying to run back on the red. And the angle just not there. And now you take a closer look. 1 for sure. And it looks like a steal of 2 for Northern Ontario. So a 7-4 advantage for the team from the Sioux, as Brad Jacobs is looking very strong in picking up win number 3 here in Calgary.
Yeah, that was a back-to-back game where end after end, they're putting pressure on each other, and that really does break it open for Northern Ontario.
That one, by the way, live right now on TSN 4 if you want to watch the action.
3-4. All there. 4. Even a nose is not terrible, but
so Dave, barring a complete meltdown, it's looking like
normal.
Brad Gushue and his team will also get win number 3. From what you've seen so far from the team, obviously a great start. Anything that maybe they can tighten up or improve on down the stretch?
Yeah, they've played really well, but I still think that there's more to come from both Brett and Mark Nichols at 2nd and 3rd. And if those two can get rolling and move their numbers up from 80 to 86, 87%, this team's going to be really, really tough to beat with. I mean, Brad's making everything right now. It's always a nice thing when you can win games and you know you're not at full potential yet.
I think we're 9. No, really? So, no.
7.
Whoa, an 8.
Whoa. Whoa.
9. 10.
And that one will hang on barely. Back 12 buried.
Yeah.
But as we've talked about many times, high guard, and really the higher the guard is, so much curl, pretty much anything's accessible.
Yeah, that's basically wide open still.
Here? Yep. Whoa, wait, it's on the quiet side. Right off, on the quiet side. Whoa! No. Yep. Yep.
Nothing yet from Mark Nichols Stone. Now they go at the end. Lovely little tap.
What? I had faith in you. I knew it was good. Yep.
Meantime, handshakes between Quebec and New Brunswick. And Jean-Michel Menard picking up a victory, 8-5 the final there. As Jeremy Mallet takes the loss.
Hard. 3, hard. Keep going.
Yeah, we knew Jean-Michel would get in the win column sooner or later.
Hard.
Get it in, guys. Hard. Get a bite.
Hard, guys. Go. Go.
Okay.
And it's just been that kind of afternoon for
Yeah, I guess.
the Northwest Territories.
Getting is there, or you got to freeze.
Yeah, another example of that same type of miss. Just a little bit light and over curling.
But we needed.
You like this?
Yeah, I think so.
If we peel, the only way he buries his second shot.
Yeah.
He's got to freeze almost. He's got to play a freeze. So I like it. Straight down the sheet. Yeah.
Yep.
Brad Gushue with his first here in 9.
Hard. Hard.
And they pick him up out of his hand. Bang it, move it, no problem. Time now for the game story. The one thing that stands out to me, obviously the 3 in the third end was big for Brad Gushue. How did you see it, David?
Yeah, it's interesting because I pointed out that I think there's still more to come from Mark Nichols, but he made a lot of really important shots this game. He set up the 3 in both the third end and the 8th end and allowed Brad to finish them off.
Look at that, 91% from the skipper. That doesn't hurt either. The game story is brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
Right here.
It's pretty good.
Right here. Line's tight.
6, 7.
Hard then. It's got to be 8.
9.
Hard.
9. It's there. It was mine. It's all there.
Whoa! Yeah, hard.
Whoa.
To the back. And it does hang on for shot stone.
Yeah, there. Peel. Okay.
So Brad will have to chase.
A little bit more, or 2
Yeah,
inches
fully
of
accessible
air?
for Brad,
What?
just a
2 inches
wide
of
open
air?
hit.
Okay. Keel should curl this way, eh? Don't even mind us a little more, Mark. Yeah. You like that? I think it's perfect. Really good.
Whoa.
Can we clean?
No.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean it.
Yep.
And clean is always a good sign as they'll
Shot.
peel it out nicely.
Well, that's what you love to hear as a sweeper.
This is just
Either that or when you hear them on, off, all the way down, you usually know you're pretty close. And now final stone, Jamie Cooey electing to draw in for a single.
Not heavy.
Right here.
Gotta go.
Yep.
Would love to bite a little bit of the white, get into the 8-foot. Borden, Chorokowski, another nice scrub from the front end. And they get it there. It is a single, but it will be handshakes. So the great start continues for Brad Gushue and his team from Team Newfoundland and Labrador. 8-5 the final score. And they continue to put up the W's here early on. Win number 3. More coming up from Calgary, Alberta, right after this.
I'm resting, Haley.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Sponge Towels, Paper Towels, nothing absorbs like it. And by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
It is that time for the M&M Meat Shop's Final In Challenge. After the game, you go to finalin.ca, you enter the secret word, and that word is clean. So after the broadcast, go to finalin.ca, enter that word. You got a chance to win an all-expenses-paid trip in 2016 to the Brier in Ottawa. You know what to do. You know the word. Do it. Finalin.ca right after the game. Update for you now. PEI, Team Canada. Final stone to come here from John Morris. Obviously playing the Yellowstones. You saw that red. He's playing a very tough, thin double to try and score, force an extra, maybe win. Hit the red, come over, catch enough of the other one. He just misses that stone back four. And full credit to Adam Casey and his team from PEI. Certainly an upset as he knocks off Team Canada. Big victory for the young skip out of Charlottetown. So all the action is complete here at the Tim Hortons Brier in this very crucial draw. A couple teams still undefeated. Newfoundland Labrador 3-0. Brad Jacobs 3-0. Ontario at 2-0. Manitoba, Alberta, that certainly stands out. 0-2 records. Jean-Michel Menard picking up his first win as well. Just a reminder, tonight, Draw 5, it all continues on TSN, and there are your options. TSN 3, TSN 5, you can watch New Brunswick taking on Manitoba. On TSN Feeds 1 and 4, it's Ontario taking on Alberta. We've got you covered right here on Canada's sports leader. It is the opening weekend of the Tim Hortons Brier here in Calgary. It should be a fantastic round robin. Brier Bears into it. Thanks for watching all of our coverage right here on Canada's sports leader, TSN, home of the Brier.